I think we're live. Yes, we are live.
We are live. Welcome to No Schill Podcast with our guest, JoJo, Flix and Comics. Back again. Second time.
How's it going, everyone?
I think she's our first. No, she's not our first repeat guest, is she?
She is our first repeat guest.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, I'm honored. It's always fun chatting with you guys.
Yeah, we're going to...
Knighted.
Yeah. We're going to talk what? Movies, comics, toys, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Top movies.
I have a figure pickup too. You guys know I kind of stopped with the figures, but there was one that I couldn't resist, so I'm going to share it later.
Okay. Well, you know what? I remember you talking about the last time you were here, your comic collection got ruined by was it rain?
No, luckily the comics were salvaged. I got to, because a lot of them were in plastic bins, luckily. So I actually have a lot of my collection, but it's still in storage because I had to. It was a whole ordeal, but like half of my figures got ruined.
Oh, that's what it was.
So,
the figures.
Yeah, it was the figures. But yeah, I still have like some goodies, but I don't have them with me. They're in storage because I'm in a small place right now.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I kind of have to be selective with what I put in here, but it's kind of a bummer. But I still, live vicariously through you guys.
Don't live through me. I spend too much. Yeah.
True.
There's a lot of stuff I buy. So
that's part of it.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. I want to read with this one here. So Joshua says his $200 McFarlane Joker came in.
Oh wait, is that
That's the Joker? Like,
yeah.
How is it? Is it worth the set? Is the set worth $200? That's what I want to know. It's your only way to get an Al Pacino figure, other than that one movie, Dick Tracy. It's up the hall. Oh no, and Scarface. No, Robert De Niro. It's Robert De Niro. I'm sorry. That's your only way. Oh look, he put nope. It's not worth it.
I figured.
Wow. Did you see that, JoJo? The McFarlane.
Oh, it's a McFarlane one.
Yeah, so McFarlane came out with the Joker set. It's a box set. The box looks beautiful from what I've seen. And you get a Robert De Niro figure and you get your Joaquin Phoenix. So if they think interchangeable.
Oh, it's faces, that Joker. Okay.
Yeah. So and then you get the stage set, but it's all like, I think it's cardboard if I'm not mistaken. And then you get the tables, the chairs, the sign that reads I forgot the Robert De Niro's name in the movie, but no light up features. And then you get like a script, I think it is. I think it's a script, right? And then you get like banners. That's which random. Is like it is $200.
$250.
Right. Well, I found out that the reason why the set was so high is because of the what Joaquin's, how would I word that, Carlos? Like what you have to pay to get his likeness.
Oh,
it's very expensive.
It's like over, I think it's $1 million. I think it's a little over $1 million to get his likeness.
Yeah, I forgot what I heard. Just like Jack Nicholson's Joker, I heard how much he was, and that's the reason why McFarlane's never going to give us a Jack Nicholson Joker because he's just way too expensive.
So, damn.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
That's unfortunate.
Did you watch Venom: The Last Dance?
No, I did not.
Are you interested in that movie?
Not really. I wasn't really a fan of the other. I mean, they're not terrible. They're pretty entertaining, but I just wasn't into it.
Well, do you have your physical media next to you there, Carlos?
I don't.
Come on, man. Where is it? I wanted to see the steelbook.
What'd you pick up?
You picked up
the steelbook? The steelbook looks gorgeous. That's something I will say. The steelbooks for Venom are fire.
They are good.
Yeah,
I even like the DVD.
I'm trying to think.
I don't remember the DVD cover. Is it different? Probably.
It's like very like highlighty. I think I told you, Carlos, I was like, I actually like the DVD cover of it, the colors on it. I just don't care for the damn movie.
Yeah, I went and took my son to see it, and I was just like, this. We got out of the movie, and I was like, I mean, it's just Venom movie, like whatever. I'm like, it is. It's better than the second one.
Okay.
Which isn't saying much, I guess. It was, I don't know. It was, I would just say it's kind of like a fun movie, but it's not great. It does have some heart to it, which I thought was interesting for a Venom movie. Like, why would you have heart for Venom? But whatever. And then we got out of the movie, and I ordered on Amazon the Steelbook for $65.99. And then it shipped on Sunday night, and I didn't even look. And then I looked at my receipt. They email you, and it was like 32. And I was like, how do you go from 65 to 32?
Probably because no one wanted it.
Probably.
Wow. So yeah, that's crazy. But that's 65 though. That's wild. I feel like 4Ks are just getting out of hand with their price points.
I agree.
Well, I was still kind of tripping that this was $30.
Yeah, it is steep too, but that's definitely crazy. A want for me.
It's cool. It's
cool.
I'm not like the biggest fan of these movies, but I am a VHS collector. I think the artwork and everything about this looks awesome. So I was like, I don't own a 2024 or 2025 VHS. So I was like, why not grab it? It's sitting there. So I grabbed
you have to grab one.
Yeah, I had to. Me and my buddy grabbed him one. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to still try looking for it. Today I tried to no avail, but there's always tomorrow. Maybe I'll hit up some different Walmarts. You never know.
Yeah, my friend went today in his local Walmart they just set it up when he was in the store.
Okay, gotcha. So they're still rolling out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Good to know.
Let's see here. Okay. I don't know. What do you want to start off with, Carl? You want to talk movies? You want to talk books? What do you?
Yeah, let's. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I need you to answer them rapid fire. No, I was kidding.
I do want to do that.
Hot seat.
So
you can do it. I don't care.
We'll do that later.
So tell us do you want to say 10 or 5 of your most disappointing movies of 2024?
Oh, man. I don't know if I have a ton because I was actually pleasantly surprised with a lot of my theater watches, I guess. But one that sticks out immediately was Night Swim.
Oh, yeah. Terrible movie.
That was a turd.
That was a turd.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Rican. That's one of my friends in the chat. That's cool. Yeah. I just did a podcast with him too earlier.
Nice. Awesome.
So go check that out. But going back to it, stinker.
The Crow?
Ooh. I didn't watch The Crow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Let me pull up a list of 2024.
Did you watch Wolfman?
I did. I did. I really liked it. Let's see.
Man, so we're not crazy. We're not the only two that like that movie.
Well, no,
dude, it's getting so much hate.
Yeah, it's just everybody jumping on the bandwagon. Like, people were commenting on my video that they were happy that I'm like one of the few people that said they actually liked it.
Yeah. People were kind in my comments, but I've been hearing all around that it's divided. Some people think it's okay, but never like or love. It's always like, it was all right, or oh, it sucked. And I'm like, I actually liked it. So
I've heard it's the worst Wolfman movie, and I'm like, I don't think so.
That's highly doubtful.
I watched, what was the one I went to go watch, Carlos? Werewolves or something?
Yeah, with Frank Grillo.
Yeah, and I was actually looking forward to that movie.
I heard about that one.
I saw it in theaters. No, it's not. It had the potential to be good, but it's very how people, when I was watching the Superman trailer, everyone was saying, "Oh, this looks like CW extras and everybody in the background." And this movie looked like it was they just pulled some of the extras from the streets and just said, "Here's the script, read it." Like, it was bad acting. It did have some cool moments, but it definitely needed maybe a little bit more money to make it better. And then there was this lens flare throughout the freaking film that was so annoying.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty bad acting too. Pretty bad acting. Frank Grillo was the best part of the movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. So that's disappointing.
That's why I went to go watch it. I went to go support the film, and I'm glad I went because that's when I got my Nosferatu popcorn bucket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was it the
tin one? Yeah. Yeah. The lady was like so rude with me when I got it from her.
What?
Yeah. So she was weird, but
I saw another one, by the way, that was a stinker for me. It wasn't like highly anticipated or anything, but I did see The Exorcism with Russell Crowe.
Oh no, I didn't watch that. Oh, it was bad.
It was kind of like going good in the first, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and then it just crashes and burns.
Wow, damn.
Tarot was a stinker too.
I heard that.
Looking through here, I loved Maxine.
Great movie.
Oddity was pretty good and underrated.
It's a lot of them I don't even know about.
Let's see here. I didn't catch Furiosa, but I heard that was good.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Did you like Deadpool and Wolverine?
I did, actually. I really did. I thought it was pretty solid for a third. Did you guys like it? Oh yeah, you guys loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I've mentioned this before. I'm like, I don't really trust the MCU right now. And
Same.
I feel like they're going based off of nostalgia right now. They're trying to get back everybody from the past to get butts in the seats. But I thought Deadpool Wolverine was good. Ryan Reynolds didn't annoy me as much this time around. And but I feel like this movie only did good because of Hugh Jackman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to give it a rewatch because there's also, I feel like, a lot that I missed since they speak so fast. Like,
yeah, I told Carlos I have issues with the movie though. There's a lot of issues I have with it, but it's overall a good movie.
I think I could agree with you. I can't really pinpoint right now why it's probably like not my number 1 or 2 or whatever, but it's up there though. It's still up there in my top 10, I would say. Yeah, what was the other one? Oh man, it flew out of my mind. Oh, did you guys catch Salem's Lot last year?
Oh my god, I watched that.
I did. Yeah.
Was it good or no?
I was bored. I was bored. Yeah, it was not scary. It was not scary.
Mistakes were made.
I forgot about that freaking movie.
It's just okay. It's not great.
Okay. So yeah, I think other than that, I did a pretty good job. Like, because I try not to go with what like people are saying, the chatter, and I try to just like watch the trailer. Do I like it? Do I not? Am I sold? Am I not? And then that's what I really just go off of, you know. And I only watched the first trailer, and then so I think I do a pretty good job of like knowing my likes already, just judging it by the trailer. So I think that's why like I guess my the few times that I did go to the movies, I actually did enjoy what I was watching. But yeah, the big stinker was in the beginning of the year. I couldn't believe it. Well, I kind of could. It's a haunted pool with deep water. What is it called? I don't even remember what it's called. What's that movie called? The one Dark Water? No.
Dark Water? Haunted Pool?
The haunted pool one. Oh my! See, I can't even remember the name. That just says so much. Haunted pool movie. Let's see.
Oh, I know what you. Yeah.
So bad, man. It was so bad.
Oh, what about Trap? What did you think of Trap?
I didn't watch Trap.
Oh, that's right. You didn't watch it. I think you mentioned that last live.
I do want to see that though. Like,
it's
eventually.
Worth a watch. It starts off really good.
Okay.
And then it just
promises to end.
It becomes repetitive and it's kind of like it becomes a little over the top, like not realistic. I mean, it's an M. Night movie, but it's just you have to watch it in order to really understand what I mean.
What'd you guys think of Smile 2?
Oh, dude. Okay. You want to go first, Carlos? You want me to go first?
Yeah, that's fine.
So I went. Oh, you got to go for it. Go first.
I literally just finished it today. I watched it last night, started it, and finished it tonight. I was texting him. I sent him a picture towards the end. I'm all, what?
Finally watching it.
I'm all, this is such a wild movie. I mean, I will say it is actually pretty good. I was not expecting it, I guess, to be as gory as I don't know, because the first one I don't remember it being that gory.
Not
and
as
this
much.
one I was like, God dang, like right away, like right at the opening of the movie, I'm all, damn. So I actually liked it. I didn't like the first one. This one I did like.
Okay.
What about you, JoJo?
Gotcha. So, I'm kind of torn with this one because I do like that we got a sequel to begin with, even though the first one was it was okay. I've had fun with it, but didn't really need one. But it's nice that they did. I don't know. I kind of like when they put some effort into like sequels and stuff, and I feel like they did. They made it different enough, but it's still very repetitive. I mean, the story is repetitive.
It's the same. Yeah, I will agree because I rewatched part 1 a little after because my son wanted to go watch Trap, or not Trap, that movie, and I saw part 1, but I didn't remember the movie. I think I must have like goes through it, and I was like whatever when I went to the theater. I was like, I'm not gonna like this movie, and I loved it from beginning to end. And then I went to watch part 1. Part 1's definitely a lot darker, but I was like, okay, so it's basically the same.
It's basically
they use the same kind of like what's the word?
Like template.
Yeah. They just change up the characters, change up the scares, but I really liked it. I would really like this movie.
I really did. I actually did like it. But another reason it's like not up there on my top is because I did feel like I had an anxiety, like it just spiked my anxiety because what she goes through. Oh my God.
I mentioned it to Carlos because I suffer from anxiety. So I was telling Carlos, I was like, when I think it was like when I got to the theater or whatever, like she plays crazy very well.
Yes.
Like the whole anxiety is so well done.
She's a good actress for sure for that role.
Remember she was in Power Rangers?
Oh my God, somebody told me that recently, and I totally forgot about that. That is insane.
Ranger, and she was Jasmine.
I never saw the live action Aladdin.
I didn't watch it either. She was Jasmine. That's crazy.
That's wild. Good for her.
Yeah. That was a pretty surprising movie. And it was cool. No, go ahead.
She's really good for horror. I hope she continues.
You know what I noticed about the poster for this movie and the poster for the last movie? They use actors that are barely in the movie for the posters.
Yeah. I noticed that with this one, but I didn't realize that for the last one, but you're right.
Yeah. Like Jack Nicholson's son, I didn't realize till I went to LA Comic Con last year, and then I was like, man, that guy looks just like Jack Nicholson. And then my aunt's, or I think it was my sister's friend, was like, that's his son. And I was like, no way. And I was like trying to find him in the movie. I'm like, where is he in this movie? And then you don't see him really till way later in the film. So
yeah, I kind of wish he had a bigger role in it because he seemed pretty good too. But yeah, that movie took me by surprise, and I had been told like, oh, you should watch it, and I procrastinated with it, so I didn't watch it. Like you, T3, I didn't watch it till maybe a few weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago, so yeah, very interesting. I watched a weird one recently called, oh God, what's the name again? Oh, The Damned.
Oh, The Damned. That sounds familiar.
Have you heard of that one? I think it had a smaller run, or a smaller, what's it called, release, but that one was crazy. Like it started off pretty good, and it's about like this woman who lost her husband, and she owns this like fishing company out in the middle of the boonies and like on this island that's like super cold. I don't know. I forget what country they're in. I don't know, but it was so chilling. And then like it reaches the middle and the story just goes down the drain. And I was like, damn, you got me excited for nothing. So it was kind of a disappointment. I would dodge that one.
Huh.
Interesting. It's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes at 90%.
I did not like it. Again, beginning and setup was really well done, but no, the ending tripped me up.
Did you happen to catch Longlegs?
Yes, yes. I love
So
that one.
excited.
Yeah.
That's one that he hasn't seen yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, man. I don't know
Oh,
why the hell
shoot.
I keep, and I'm a Cage fan too.
You need to watch it.
I
You
know.
need to watch it. That's a must. Have you guys seen this one? I actually just picked this up at Walmart.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Is it a horror movie?
Immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good one from last year. Really, really good. It's very similar to the first Omen. If you guys watched that one.
Yeah, I've seen the original, right?
No.
The
I'm
new
sorry.
one?
It's actually called The First Omen because it's a prequel.
Oh, the
to
one
the
that just came
original
out.
Omen.
The one that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, I didn't watch that.
So this one came out around the same time, and they're both about like nuns. And they're similar. They're very similar, but they're both really good. I would recommend both of them. So, yeah, this one's with Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney was.
But yeah, there were a lot of good horrors last year. I'll say
there was horror definitely made a. Well, horror's always been popular, but I think there was more of a different types of horror.
Yes,
movies, not just like
that.
one based off of like Ghost. It seemed like we've been getting a lot of like Ghost horror movies, but now you got slashers back. You got demonic stuff. You have killers. You got vampires, werewolves. We had all that in one year.
That's true. That's true. Did you? I know you guys talked about it a little bit, but Nosferatu.
Oh God, I told Carlos when I first saw the teaser, how excited I was because it reminded me when I saw the trailer. I think I saw the trailer at the beginning of Alien Romulus. There's another one that was good.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
And it just had that very old school 90s horror vibe, Bram Stoker's vibe, I guess you can say. And I told Carlos, I was like, after the first trailer, like the first official trailer, I'm not watching any more trailers. I'm not watching the interviews, nothing. And I didn't. And then I went into it and I loved the film.
Nice.
From beginning to end, yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it. But it was hard for me to not compare it to the remake, which I actually have right here.
Oh, this the original Nosferatu?
Not the original. This is actually the remake.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that one.
79. Yeah. This is like my favorite version.
I forgot about that one.
This one's really good.
Yeah.
And I felt like this one, the Eggers one, was similar, a lot more similar to this one, which is great because I love this one. So I liked Eggers for sure, but I guess I was just expecting him to kind of mix it up a little more than he did. He did with the actual look of him, which is great. Like, it was different. I'm used to this, the classic look. I always show this one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but so that was kind of it was something that I had to get used to. But that is not to say that I didn't like it. It's different, which, I thought he was going to be doing more of that with the story, kind of just like telling a different side of it. But it was very similar to the remake from 79. So
I don't know if I've ever seen that one. I've seen the original. I got to watch that.
You should.
Yeah.
Both really good. I really like both. So
I know people had trouble accepting the fact that he had a mustache. And I think people are like forgetting that he's loosely based off of Vlad the Impaler?
The Impaler,
that guy had a mustache too. So it's like, I don't think people understand the lore.
Yeah. And I respect Eggers for that. But again, for me, it's like, it's hard for me not to be like, oh, well, this one kind of did it better, But that's just preference, right? It doesn't mean it's bad. Like, I think people should still be open-minded to it. Like, it's not, I don't know. I do think the older ones are a scarier look though, because he looks more like a demon. He looked like a demon in this one too, but he also looked like just an old decrepit man.
Decayed man. That's what he looked like.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you got to give it to Bill Skarsgård, man. I think he's made for these roles.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I still need to watch The Crow, but
we talked about The Crow. Carlos gets a lot of crap for it because he likes The Crow, and I said it myself when we watched the movie. It's not a bad movie if it wasn't The Crow.
Yeah. No,
And
I feel
it
that.
basically has, if you watch the film, there's no Crow in the movie, really.
That's how I felt about Joker, Folie à Deux.
Ugh.
I'm not gonna.
Worst movie of the year. One of the worst.
Oh, that's one, I guess you could say, right? We were talking about
was
stinkers earlier.
What
so
about
disappointed.
Craven? What about Craven?
I didn't see Craven.
Look who it is. We got a famous young man in the building, Kevin Tran, the artiste. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, I do want to watch Craven when it starts streaming just to see how bad it really is.
I'm curious. I'm not gonna lie.
You're into horror. We didn't talk about this when I was in the live. I don't know. Well, I guess we can. I think we should go in order because we're talking about bad movies. Do you have any more bad movies? Because I want to.
Not I saw one recently, but it's not from 2024, and that one is I did not like the second Doctor Strange movie. I'd been procrastinating on watching it.
That's which one's that one? Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
I didn't like that movie either.
I did.
I didn't like either. I rewatched it at the gym, and I did not care for the damn movie.
It's too convoluted, but I like the horror elements in it. Like Sam Raimi, he's always going to do a good job with that. But yeah, it was too much. It was too much for me.
What are you looking forward to in 2025?
Oof. There's a lot of like random horror that's going to come out. Is it Monkey? It's called Monkey, right?
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited.
That one looks good.
Yeah,
I'm super excited. Yeah. And then what else? There's Heart Eyes is another slasher. It's coming up soon. It's gonna like a Valentine-esque movie. That has Devon Sawa in it. So and Jordana Brewster. Like it's gonna be straight up like 2000s horror.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Carlos, what's the one that I told you about the trailer? The one where they're repeating the day.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Did you see that trailer by any chance? It's I think they're going into a cabin, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No,
and they're getting murdered. These group of people are getting murdered by. I don't know what they die, they get murdered. I don't know how, and then they repeat the day, but each time they come back alive, it's a different like creature or whatever, ghost, zombie killing them. Yeah,
it looks kind of like Happy Death Day, like Groundhog Day type.
It's like Groundhog Day, but it's just like a horror take on it. And I think
type of horror. Cool.
They have to solve I think after a certain amount of deaths, they're gonna die. They're gonna for sure die. So I forgot the name of it. But I started off watching the trailer. It actually looked really good. I thought it looked cheesy at first, and then when I started getting more into the trailer, I was like, okay, this looks good.
Let me look it up. What's it called again?
Heck if I know. Groundhog Day horror. I don't.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Huh? Let's see. Let me try putting that in. See if it comes up. Groundhog Day.
Until Dawn based. Oh, it's based on the game. That's right.
It's Until Dawn's like that. I never played.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. What's up?
That's awesome.
Yeah, to definitely check that trailer out. That one looks good. That's what I'm saying. There's so much good horror coming out now.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm excited. I Know What You Did Last Summer is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What about 28 years later?
I'm excited. I'm not like super huge on the first one.
What?
It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but I'm not like some people like really love it.
I love that movie. I love that movie. Yeah.
To be fair, I should probably rewatch it because it's been years. But
yeah, I rewatched it. It still holds up very well. Did you watch the sequel?
Okay. I think so. Years ago, though.
That's another good one.
You know what? I'm gonna do a rewatch with both of them. Probably. It's been a while. But yeah, I remember liking the first one with what's his name?
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian, yeah.
Killian.
Yeah, isn't it funny how people were thinking that photo was him?
I know. I thought that was so dumb. People thought that was him. Like
people
you really
are
think
so wild.
him in the trailer as a zombie or as a rage, whatever you want to call him.
Somebody was saying like, "Oh, he should be super offended. People are terrible."
Let me see if you agree with this.
Man.
Art the Clown is the greatest horror icon created in modern horror.
In modern horror, I think I would agree with that in modern horror.
And it's such a gory. It's crazy that kids know about this, and it's so gory.
I know it's on another level of gore.
That's pretty crazy that this guy is so. It's cool, but at the same time, it's like I would never let my kids watch.
That's the thing. I'm a horror guy. I don't have kids, but I always thought like if I did have kids, I would, show them some horror. But this is one I don't think I would.
Yeah, it's gore. This is what
it's a little too overboard.
Okay,
almost.
I'm still on the fence on this one. I got to see a trailer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I'm still
on the fence on that one.
The last Conjuring movie's out this year too.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm looking forward to that.
I forgot. And then Scary Movie.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I can't wait for that because Carlos, they're going to be bagging so much on what horror's been ever since for the last
when you made that point, I think on the other stream, I was like, oh, that's true because
they're gonna be attacking and the thing about Marlon, the Wayans brothers, they don't hold back, so they're gonna go. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, you think they're gonna? You know what they're gonna do? They're probably gonna attack the nun ones I was just talking about.
I think they'll go the Nun. They'll probably do Paranormal Activity. They're definitely going to do Scream. They might throw in Pennywise now because he's been popular over the past few years. They're just going to make fun of a lot of stuff that's been out and just how crappy a lot of horror movies have been. Like the freaking they'll probably do Saw. They'll probably do La Llorona. They'll probably do.
Oh God.
You
I
said
was so disappointed with that.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Llorona.
I didn't care. I didn't care for that one.
They'll make fun of Terrifier.
What's that?
I said they'll make fun of Art the Clown, Terrifier.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Make fun of him.
Easily. Megan.
Oh yeah, Megan. Chucky. They might throw in Chucky too.
Yeah, the fact that he's like still around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of Megan, there's also part 2 is coming out this year.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I thought.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to that Dennis Quaid son one. That is an AI.
Oh, that movie.
That looks good. Carlos showed me the teaser of it a while ago, and I don't know if you saw the original teaser. It came off like him being a murderer, right? And he had a girl like held hostage. And I saw the teaser in the theaters. And then recently, when I went to go watch Wolfman, they showed the full trailer, and it's like it's nothing to do with what their original teaser was.
Oh, interesting. I think I just saw the full one.
Yeah, and that looks good. That looks really good.
Interesting. Yeah. Another one I just thought of was it's a spin-off of Insidious with it's Mandy Moore.
What?
And I forgot the other dude's name. Yeah. Crazy.
Isn't Insidious spin-off?
I think it's called Threads.
Oh wow. Like Mandy Moore.
Thread. An Insidious tale.
Yeah, it's Thread.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited, low key. She's actually a good actress.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever really seen anything with her in it.
She was in This Is Us, and she did a really good job in that.
What about Chris Pattinson's new movie?
Which one's that one?
Where he dies multiple times, and
I don't think I know of that one.
What's it called, Carlos? That movie looks so damn good.
Wait, which one?
The Chris Pattinson one. Robert Pattinson. Sorry, Robert.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. That one.
No, yeah, really I'm down. I'm down to watch that.
Did you watch The Substance?
Yes, I actually
watched it. It was a pretty damn good movie.
Isn't it wild?
Yeah, did you watch it, Carlos, or no?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Dude, go watch it. It's such a great movie.
Dude, yes, please go watch it.
Great movie.
I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it then if you haven't seen it yet, but dude, go watch it. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's good.
I've never seen the trailer, and I was just like, whatever. But then, like, she's nominated for an Oscar, so I was like, oh, shoot.
Dude, I loved her speech at the Golden Globes. I don't know if you caught it. That was actually a really good speech.
I didn't love the way that it ended, but I also didn't hate it. It was like, okay, I'll take it.
Mickey 17. That's what it's called. Mickey 17.
Yeah.
But I do love the story though, and the acting's incredible in that too.
Demi Moore. What movie pops up when you think of Demi Moore?
Ghost.
Striptease.
Yeah, I think of Ghost and One Crazy Summer. Those are the two movies that pop in my head.
I don't think I've seen One Crazy Summer.
It's a great. I think that's on Prime. Oh, and St. Elmo's Fire too.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I am looking forward to Final Destination Bloodlines because I like those movies.
Yeah.
Is there another one coming out?
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I didn't know there was another one coming out.
Yeah, because that comes out this year, and Black Phone 2 comes out this year.
Oh God, yeah. Dude, that's actually this year might rival 2024 for horror.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then we also have the It miniseries coming out on top of it. So there is going to be.
You were telling me it's like different decades, right?
It's going to be each season's going to be a different decade.
Awesome.
You heard about the deleted scene that they never used, right, for the second movie?
I think I heard you talking about it. Actually.
Yeah, where there's actually photos of where you can see Bill Skarsgård dressed in all red. He kind of looks like a devil, and you see him land. I guess you see him land from space, whatever, and then I don't know what year it is. It's definitely not the 1900s. It's way before that. And he apparently eats like a baby or something like that. So I don't know if they're going to use that footage.
Ooh, man,
decades. I don't know, but I'm excited for that. But yeah, you're right. This might be another good year.
It sounds like it because all the ones we're mentioning are horror. Maybe we're just more inclined because we like horror, but
there hasn't been a lot of good horror lately. A lot of the good horror stuff either goes to streaming or like the theater stuff has not been good for me, at least.
For 2024?
No, prior to that.
Oh yeah, no, you're right, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, dude, I liked one.
It's just way more variety.
Totally. So yeah, it's a good time to come back and stuff. But now now you got me worried with the scary movie, like poking fun of everybody.
That's good though. We need that because it'll give people I think it'll give, hopefully, you never know. It'll give like writers or directors like, oh, we got to do something different now. Like scary movies back. They're gonna start
step up our game.
Yeah, but studios don't care. Studios don't care.
Yeah, they just really don't. That's so true. Sadly. What did you guys think of the news recently? I think that Saw, you know how they were planning another one?
Mm-hmm. One more. Yeah.
All of a sudden it's like it's not even in production right now.
Oh, is it not?
It's not, apparently.
Oh, I was going to say it's come out this year.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out this year, but then it hasn't even started like pre-production.
I've only seen the first 3 Saw movies.
Oh,
that's it. Yeah, I was never.
Those are the best ones, to be honest.
Yeah, yes. I didn't follow any. Like I didn't watch the one that Chris Rock was in. What was it called? X?
No, it was Spiral.
Spiral. That's what it was. Yeah, I didn't watch.
It's actually not bad. It's actually.
I heard it's good.
He wrote it. It's actually pretty good. I was like, wow, this is pretty good.
So Muggsy says the new Scary movie is going to flop. It all went down after 3. That's because it wasn't directed by the Wayans brothers. The Wayans brothers lost the rights.
Well, they got it stolen from them.
Yeah. So it's definitely going to be good because it looks like they're going to bring a lot of the same cast back too. And then we're finally going to see Sean Wayans back because that guy has not done a film since I think Little Man.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I did watch some of, I think 1 or 2 after that of the scary movies, and they were pretty bad. They were pretty bad.
Really bad.
The Damned is another good movie. I think you just talked about that one.
I personally didn't like it, but there is a lot to like about it earlier on, I think.
One of the movies from last year that really surprised me, I did not think I was going to like, was Abigail.
Oh yeah, that was a
fun
fun
about
one.
that.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Like,
yeah, it's really fun.
I was like, this is gonna be another freaking stupid, cheesy horror movie, and it was like completely not. I was like, what the hell?
That's what I thought too, and that's another one that I watched more recently because I procrastinated too.
Did you watch The Last Voyage of Dimitri?
Yes.
Was that last year?
Yeah, it was.
I actually liked it. That movie.
I liked it too.
It was not a bad movie. That was another movie that got a lot of hate, and it was actually a pretty damn good movie.
I loved it. Like it's very also like very 2000s.
Yeah, you know what? That's another Dracula movie. Jeez.
Yeah. And then Renfield came out too.
I didn't watch that
one. I
gotta catch that.
I loved it too. I'm glad somebody else loves it. Because a lot of people hate it.
No, I thought it was good.
Same. I don't know. Oh man.
I think a lot of people are just used to horror nowadays, like where it's like all jump scares and there's no. I mean, I don't think they like the talking and the. You know what I mean? They want straight to the point, just scares. Like,
yeah, which is a lot of people's gripes with Nosferatu. Whoever did have an issue, they were like, "Oh, it's boring." I'm like, dude, it's called film. Like,
exactly. I was just gonna say.
Not everything's a popcorn flick.
No, no. Speaking of, Carlos won a digital copy.
Oh, yeah, I did.
What? Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it, but I finished Smile 2. My wife did not like Nosferatu, and she did not like Wolfman. She was like, "You're 0 for 2." I was like, I like film, so I don't look at horror movies as straight horror. Like, I knew Nosferatu. I had it, and I knew it was going to be horror, but I knew it was going to be slow because I read a few reviews. I'm like, then a lot of people are saying the same thing. Like, it starts out slow. And I was like, yeah, what do you expect? It's set back in the.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's like, people don't get it.
Damn people.
I heard that Eggers is gonna be directing Labyrinth 2.
Yeah, I heard that.
Holy smokes! Yeah. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be epic, I think.
Yeah, but you can't do it without David Bowie. He's no longer with us.
I know.
Yeah, but I trust Eggers so far with what he's doing. So it's just like Nolan. Like I'm kind of iffy with Nolan doing the Odyssey movie because the lead is Tom Holland, and I don't see him as a big buff. I know he's getting into shape, but he's kind of short. He doesn't. Have you seen the Odyssey movie, the one that came out in the 90s, the miniseries? Okay. Well, do you know the story of the Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see him as the lead. Do you? As Odysseus?
He's gonna be Odysseus?
Isn't that who he is, Carlos? Or did we not establish that yet? Yeah, he's supposed to be Odysseus. So I don't know.
I guess with movie magic, but
give him the shoes that Tom Cruise uses to give him a little bit of height.
Exactly. He's gonna need it.
I don't know. I trust Nolan, but I just don't know about Holland but I could change my mind. I'll pass.
Yeah, that's an odd choice.
You can't pass Nolan.
Even just Tom Holland in general in a Nolan movie is I wouldn't expect that for some reason.
Wait, what? Heat 2 looks promising.
What?
Heat 2? Nah, come on. Speaking of Adam Driver, I think I told you about this, Carlos. I rewatched 65 again. I really enjoy that movie.
65? Which one's that one?
The dinosaur movie that Adam Driver did.
I always wanted to watch it, but I never got around to it.
It's not a bad movie. It's not bad.
Okay.
I was telling Carlos, like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, this reminds you of a late 70s movie called Planet of the Dinosaurs I used to rewatch a lot as a kid. It's basically the same story on how he gets to how he lands on the planet. I don't want to give any spoilers since you haven't seen the movie. Well, I think they give it away, right, Carlos?
I remember that from the preview.
So it's the original Planet of the Dinosaurs is these a ship they're deep into space. They crash on a planet, which is Earth. They crash on Earth billions of years ago. That's the story of 65. But obviously they're totally different movies. But I thought it was really good. I liked the movie.
I remember my mom liked it. She told me to watch it, but I just never got around to it. But
yeah, it's not bad. I like Adam Driver. I thought he was good in it. I think the movie needed to be a little bit longer, just to set up a little bit more. But it was good.
Cool.
Oh, I was bored with that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Give it a rewatch. I thought it was okay when I first watched it. Rewatched it again. I was like, I like this movie.
I will do that. It's on Hulu, I think.
That's where it's on, Hulu.
I know this one's girlier, but I am looking forward to Wicked, the sequel.
Oh, the sequel? Everyone keeps telling me that I need to see it, and I'm like, I'll just wait until it comes on Peacock.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid overall. I get a little annoyed with Ariana Grande in there.
Yeah, me too.
But a lot of people love her, so I don't know. I just don't get it. But everything else, though.
Her voice annoys me.
Same. And I've never really been into her music, except for like one or two that I liked. But I don't know. I just don't understand it. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. What else? Can't think of anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like comic book movies that come. Oh, Superman. What about Superman?
Oh, Superman, yeah. So I think I'll get more excited as it gets closer, but as of right now, I'm not that excited for it. I guess I don't know. I guess I'm kind of burnt out on superhero movies at the moment.
Yeah.
But I am excited to see what Gunn is going to bring to the table, though. That's for sure.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you think of the Penguin series?
I haven't seen it yet.
Whoa, that is nuts.
I'm so excited for it. But I got to sit down and watch that. I love Batman. I love the Matt Reeves stuff.
I love that. It's crazy because this got people wanting to watch the Batman, or it got people liking the Batman even more.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. See, that whole world, I feel like I gravitate more to, because it feels, more grounded. I'm a big Batman fan, obviously, so it's kind of like a given for me. But yeah, I don't know about the whole Gunn universe, and I'm excited to see. Did you guys start watching that show, the cartoon?
No, the Creature Commandos. No,
Carlos. Yeah, I watched the first two, and I was just like, I just could not get into it. It was just boring for me. But everyone keeps saying like you got to watch each episode because it's like a slow burn where it's like starts out okay and then it gets better. And I'm like, I don't have time to invest and stuff like that.
I get you. Yeah, it's a lot harder also to commit to a show. I feel like it's so much easier. Pop in movie and okay, whatever. It's only an hour or two. But yeah, with the show, it's like, oh god, it's so long.
Penguin, like
I will with Penguin. That's for sure.
Each episode, like, because we had to wait a week for the next episode. You get to watch.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna binge them.
That is one of the most.
That's why I wait.
That's like one of the most. What would you call it, Carlos? It's just like it's got like twists and turns, like just stuff you wouldn't expect, and it's just you don't know who to love in this movie. You want to love the Penguin or the show. You don't want to love the Penguin, but at the same time, you don't. You want to love the female lead. What's her name? I forgot her name.
Shoot, I don't
totally forgot her name. But there is for the I think there's some Easter eggs in the show. But it's just like you do not know who to root for in this series. It's like you love one character, one episode, another character. You hate this character, you hate this one, you love them again. So it's just, it's
They're
nuts.
like morally ambiguous.
Oh, there you go. Kristen Milotti. She's Falcone's daughter. Is
that
one
the
of the main
girl from How I Met Your Mother?
Yes,
I believe so. Yeah,
dude, she was so good in that.
She's so good in this.
Really,
but,
I can't wait.
I remember Falcone, the original actor who played him in the
Totoro.
Yeah, I told you, because Mark Strong plays him in this, and it's you know what he said, right? Why he didn't come back for this? That he thought it was too violent.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't read that.
Oh wow,
that's why he didn't come back for the series.
Huh.
Wow.
It's kind of like Jim Carrey with Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
He didn't do any of the promo because he said the movie was too violent.
Really?
Yeah. I love Jim Carrey, though. I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah. I still need to see the Sonic movies, though.
You're
like, do you really?
That was in my disappointing worst movies of last year.
Oh, really? The third one?
Yeah, I went with my family. Even my son, we left, and he's like, "Well, what'd you think?" Because he's a big Sonic fan, and he's like, "Yeah, he's the second one's better."
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not super excited to watch them, but I feel like I just should, just cause. But it is Jim Carrey at least good in it?
Oh yeah, he steals the movie, the third movie. That's the only reason why I like the Sonic movie, because I like Jim Carrey. Yeah. And the first one's actually really good. It's just I'm not a big, I guess, Sonic fan like a lot of people are.
Dude, I talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this with you, Carlos, or my coworker. How Jim Carrey was like meant to play the Mask, and we need a sequel. And I always forget it's a comic book movie, but it's definitely because I forget it's a comic book movie. It's definitely in my top 10 comic book movies.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the comics were really like
dark. They were dark.
They were dark, and they were kind of underrated, I think, at the time too when they came out.
I never knew it was a comic when
they're almost indie.
Yeah,
the Mask comics, they're dark and they're violent. The movie is nothing like
exactly
at all.
That's such a good movie, though. It's
which another one, another surprising comic book movie that is like, well, there's two I just thought of, but one is Men in Black 2, or Men in Black in general, is actually a comic book.
It is? I didn't know that.
Malibu Comics, which I think got bought out by Marvel a long time ago. Yeah. I don't like Men in Black at all. Like, not one of them.
I don't care for the movies either.
I don't either. I don't either.
What was the second movie?
Road to Perdition.
The Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a great movie.
Yeah. I never seen that one. I forgot about that one.
It was just like I think it was a one shot. Or no, there were three.
I forgot about that one. Well, it's just like Turtles. I forget that Turtles is a comic book, and I consider the first one definitely in top 10.
Yeah, I always think of it as the cartoon.
Yeah, same here, but I forget. You know, I've mentioned this before, who I think is underrated in a villain that they played, and they don't get any love for the prosthetics, is John Leguizamo as the clown in Spawn.
Oh yeah, dude, that was good.
I don't think anybody ever talks about the special effects in that movie. How it was all practical effects for Violator, Spawn 2. That's another movie that's another movie that doesn't get love.
It really doesn't. Not enough. But you got the, was it the laser disc? Was it a laser disc?
Yeah, I got it signed. Yeah,
dude, that is so cool.
Yeah, I was telling Carlos, I just got this framed. This is the original poster that was in the Wizard magazine.
Yeah,
and I managed to take it out and not get any tears in it. And McFarlane's going to be at WonderCon this year again, so I'm planning on getting this signed. If not, my Spawn skateboard that I own, or something Spawn related, because I'm a big Spawn guy. That's what I know McFarlane from is Spawn. So
wow, that's really cool. That's awesome. And it's cool that you were able to get it unstick the staples. You probably did that super carefully.
Yeah, because I bought the book off of somebody on OfferUp for a really, really good price. The book is pretty mint, and I was telling Carlos, I was like, I got to find a way to take out this poster. And Carlos was like, there's no way you're going to be able to do it. You're probably going to tear it. I freaking did it with no tears.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, no tears. So that thing is getting signed. Big McFarlane fan here. So
I still need to meet him one day.
It was one of the highlights of my life. No joke. Because he's been a big part of my childhood, and he's not only that, and he's worked with my favorite band, which is Korn, obviously. So
iconic album covers.
Yes, I skateboard. I did. I used to skateboard a lot in the late 90s, early 2000s. And I do from time to time, not recently, but if you watch some of my videos, I'll grab a skateboard and do a kickflip from like stores.
Yeah, and I told him to do a kickflip on that Spawn deck, and he won't do it.
There's no trucks on it. But for not skating for like months at a time, I can do a kickflip very easy.
I can only do one in the grass.
That's what I learned. I actually learned that way. Stan Lee level to McFarlane. Yes. Yeah. You guys don't understand like what McFarlane means to me. Like Jim Lee's right up there with him too. Because those are the two guys I grew up. Stan Lee to me was more of like I guess if you could compare it, like a comparison would be like the Watchers of the Marvel Universe. He's like somebody who like narrates to me. That's who Stan Lee is. But no, Stan Lee's up there too. But Todd McFarlane's my number one guy.
Very cool. Yeah.
You guys don't have to agree. Who's yours?
That's a good question. I was lucky enough to meet one of my old-timers, and that's Neil Adams.
Oh, I met him. Great guy. Yeah. Great guy.
He cracked a joke with me, and I kind of got it, but I kind of didn't. I wasn't sure what he meant by it, but he was cool though. He was cool. I can't complain. And then, but yeah, no, that was awesome. And yeah, super sad when he passed because just his stuff was super iconic. But I still need to meet Jock. I really want to meet Jock, who did the Tech Joker cover, Detective Comics Joker. Let's see.
Are you a fan of
Jim Lee? Jim Lee. I haven't met Jim Lee.
Super cool. Jim Lee's super cool. Yeah. I've met that guy 2 or 3 times, and he's a very, very cool guy.
Yeah, that's still on the to-do list too. So I definitely got to plan a couple more convention trips, which I was talking to T3 about. There's a con down in SoCal, right? You're saying in Pasadena?
We have coming up very, very soon is WonderCon, which is, to me, I think it's better than San Diego Comic-Con nowadays. But WonderCon is in late March, early April. We have CreepyCon next week.
I usually go to the September one, the Aftermath.
Yeah. What else is Carl? Which one's in Pasadena?
SoCal Gaming.
Oh,
that's
right.
The one we were talking about.
Yeah,
that's right.
I might be able to make it to that one.
Yeah, we went last year. It was their first year of doing it, and then I filled out a media press pass, and I told him to do it, and then we got it, and we went. No expectations because we're like, okay, it's surrounded around video games because the guys who own it have YouTube channels, Pixel Game Squad. They're big in the video game market.
So this was that trip you took to SoCal where you guys went, right? And then you guys went to Frankensons too?
Yeah, and Epic. We walked right in, and then like you see the video games right away, and then there was like toys. We're like, wait, what? And you start looking around, and there's like vintage toys, vintage T-shirts, vintage video games.
Jackpot, right?
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, and yeah, it was crazy. Like we didn't. I don't like I said. We had no expectation. We just went in. We're like, what the heck? Let's do it. and it was nuts. I was like so surprised, and he found stuff, I found stuff.
Yeah, I remember watching the videos. I was like, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, super fun. So I'm looking forward to this year. And I'm looking forward to hopefully Comic-Con because I've never been. So
geeking out too.
Oh yeah, geeking out because long story short, couldn't go like kind of last minute, and I was so bummed. And
that's the one you went to recently, Raph, right?
That was a great show. That was a great show.
Yeah, he made me jealous when he was telling me. I was like, oh, damn it.
I know. I think I watched some of your video and I was like, damn, that looks like it was packed and it was popping.
Yeah, if you're a toy collector, especially vintage, that's your place to go.
So that's the thing. Like recently, aside from this one that I was gonna show you guys, if I do pick anything up, it's like I'm really selective now, and it has to be probably gonna be vintage. But I picked this one up, the Saw.
Oh, the Saw, yeah, that's a good figure.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys
really good figure.
See it. Yeah, lighting's kind of bad, but yeah.
Did you want the red version?
I don't even know there's a red version.
Yeah, the red version was exclusive. Well, at first, right, Carlos?
Yeah, to Target, yeah.
Yeah.
And the figure, is it the same or
same thing, just different color.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the color, the cloak's red.
Oh, the cloak's red?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I didn't find it. It was in one of my toy hunting videos, and I think I sent a picture to Carl. I don't know I don't know how you found out.
Oh, because you were watching. I was watching your video or something.
And you're like, there was a Saw there. So then I told my dad because I think I was down here with my dad because I'm at my parents right now. And I said, Dad, I said, you're at work. I said, you pass by that Target, come down here. I go to this Target and grab me this figure.
Yeah, because no one had, and it was trying to think. NECA had listed it. They had showed a picture of it, gave no date when it was coming out, speculating that it was going to be a Target exclusive for their, what they call it, Geek Out or Geek Day. And then he's like doing the video. I don't know if it's a video or he may have sent me pictures. I don't remember. I might have been pictures.
I think it was pictures.
And I was like, dude, did you not see that Saw? And what? And I was like, dude, you got to go back. And I already left. I was like, dude, no one has that yet. It's like no one has posted on eBay. No one's posted pictures. Well, you would be the first. And he ended up being the first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I just have to be careful with the NECAs, the Ultimates, because they just pop them out like crazy now, and they're all so tempting. And that's the thing. I don't have space, so I just got to be careful with what I get.
Not only that, NECA just re-releases the same thing over and over.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're turning it to crap right now. Sorry, I got a little bit of a bloody nose, so I had to put a tissue in.
Oh no. Yeah. I have some. I'll show you another figure that I have right here. Give me a sec.
She's like, I'm gonna pull out my Bill Skarsgård Crow figure.
Dude, this weather was messing with my allergies earlier, and I freaking got a bloody nose.
It's dry.
Yeah, seriously, the weather's so bad over here.
I like to do stuff like this too. This is Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Is that vintage?
Yeah.
That is vintage.
So like little things like that, where they don't take up a ton of room, but they're fun. That's a Mattel.
Too bad I don't have the stuff with me right now that I picked up today.
Oh, dude.
What'd you get?
It's tomorrow. I can talk about it. I got I met somebody at Geekin' Out who told me, who's local to me in the Anaheim, Fullerton area. I was working a ticket booth for the first 2 hours. So he came up to me. He was like, hey, he's like, I've been emailing you, no response. And I was like, I'm like, he's an older man. And I was like, you know what? I don't check my emails a lot. I said, I get a lot of spam. So I tend to delete stuff I don't know. And he was like, oh, I got a collection in my garage. I've been collecting since like the 60s. He's like, I think you might be interested in it. He's like, I know you're a vintage collector. So I've stayed in touch with him, and I went to his house today, and oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm excited right now.
And everything that he has is sealed, like never been opened. So
that's like a dream come true scenario there.
No, this you might be interested in this. He also has, I think he said 20 long boxes of comics. And I asked him, I was like, what's for sale? And he was like, he's like the comics. He's like, I don't think I'm getting rid of at least some of them, but he's got from X-Men #1 all the way up. And then not only that, from Batman and whatever else he's collected Marvel wise, but he's got complete key, like I'm talking key issues. So he's going to let me go through that soon.
Oh my, will he let you video?
Yeah, he said I could. My dad was supposed to go with me today to the to his house, but we had a little family thing here, so he was supposed to be my cameraman. So I filmed as best as I could today, but I'm going back again next weekend to pick up more stuff that I have on the side, and my dad's going with me. So I'm gonna see if he'll let me at least go through one long box of books. But he's got some good stuff. I saw for the first time a Blank Man figure, Dick Tracy. He had a Blank Man figure. It's my first time ever seeing that in person. But
that's crazy.
I was telling Carlos, like I was in there and he saw it. He was like, "You're excited, aren't you?" I'm like, I seriously feel like I'm a kid right now. I'm like, you have figures. I was like, you have figures I've never seen on card or I seen when I was a kid. And he has them, like a lot of them is case fresh and a lot of stuff is unpunched. So I took a pile. I made my pile of stuff. I paid for a certain amount to take home with me. I'll tell you one of the items that I picked up because I everywhere I go, and I see it a lot at Book Off, the Talking Freddy pull string.
Yes, I have that.
You got it? Yeah, I got it for such a good price.
Yours is probably going to be in like mint though. Condition.
No, the actually, believe it or not, the window's a little yellow. It's got a little bit of yellow to it, but I don't care. For the price that I got it for, I cannot complain.
Yeah, I actually have mine right here.
Is it still work? Mine works.
It works, but it's like really muffly.
Oh yeah, your window looks better than mine. Yeah, yours looks a little. Yeah, yours looks cleaner. Yours just looks way better than mine.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
let's be friends.
That's a figure that I so much, and I haven't jumped the gun on it because everywhere I go, it's like over 100, and I pay.
Yeah, I got a good deal on OfferUp. I believe for that one.
I saw it on a pile of stuff he had, and I was like, "How much are you asking for that, Freddy?" I was like, "I see it everywhere," and I was like, "You have it." I was like, "I'll get it here if the price is good," and he gave me the price, and I was like, "Add it."
It's worth it to wait. It's worth it to wait because there are a few of those. They're not rare. Like you can still find them.
Another big boy purchase that I might get from him. He has to find it first. It's in box. He was looking for it, but he couldn't find it. Is the I don't know how well you're familiar with the Turtles, but he has boxed the Techno Drone.
Oh, the big
the villains there.
Shoot.
So yeah, so that's gonna be one that's gonna add to the pile. But yeah, I was in awe when I went in there.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see the video.
Yeah, I told Carlos, I was like, this is something that as collectors like him and me are, and probably you guys out there are, you don't get to see something like this on a regular basis. Like this is something you watch on television.
Yeah.
Like you see somebody going through boxes and you're like, what the hell? Like what? How do you have
few and far between. It's
and I didn't get to film a lot. I trust me, like everything that's in the video is not, I did not film not even half because I went through all the boxes, but in the video, when I'm going through it, I'm kind of just like overviewing and then like kind of picking, but I had to put the phone down because I didn't have anybody to film me. So I'm pulling stuff out. So I didn't, but next time I go, I'll definitely go more into detail. And he has a shed in the back full of more stuff that I didn't get to see yet. Yeah, I didn't get to see that yet. God. But the books is what I'm really looking forward to.
You have to take advantage of those types of situations because, like you said, it's just you don't run into something like that every day.
I don't know when I'll ever again be able to handle this many turtle stuff I had as a kid and the rarity of some of them and like the Marvel superheroes that I got to see and and just like the Crash Dummy figures, the Tales from the Crypt figures, all mint condition. And I'm just like, wow. It's just like, we had the entire wave of the Kenner RoboCops. So, and the vehicles too. And the Batman stuff I've never seen. Like Batman vintage toys that I've never seen. There was a Punisher statue I forgot to show you. I didn't film. A Punisher statue we had, an old Punisher statue. There's stuff I've never. Oh, and he has sealed cards. I forgot to tell you, boxed cards. But
I have chills. That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is awesome. T3, we have to find something like that up here.
Tell me that. Trust me.
You find it, and I'll film you.
I'm like, hey, you need to drive up. I know it's like a 3 or 4 hour drive, but it's gonna be
worth it.
Where you at again? I forgot. Is it Vegas or San Diego?
I'm in the Bay right now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No,
okay,
I'm close to T3.
Okay, so you're in the Bay. Have you been to Ninja Exchangeables or Ninja Exchange?
No.
Oh, see, she's down that way and she hasn't been there.
No,
I mean, I haven't really, but that's why I haven't really gone toy hunting up here.
So no, it's not just toy hunting, but they sell comic books. It's like the Frankensons, but in your area.
Oh,
and
wait.
I think it's better.
Is that the one I went to the other day? Hold on, let me.
It's in the mall. It's in the mall.
Okay, no, I haven't. I went to one recently in Union City, and that one I gotta tell you about that, T3. They had a lot of it felt kind of like a little mini Frankensons. They had different vendors, and that's where I actually got this the Saw figure. They had it there for like 32, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. I haven't seen it in stores, so cool. But they have a bunch of figures, and you could tell they get stuff in like all the time. And then the comics was a little lackluster, but I would say it's better for toys. So the prices were all right, but I don't know if you can haggle or not. I didn't try it with the NECA.
So that's
I always haggle.
That's CFA comics. Forget what they're called.
I forgot what it's. Let me see.
Something addicts or something like addicts.
I think so.
Yeah. So when on my old podcast, we actually interviewed the owner, Juan. His name's Juan.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah.
Asian guy.
He's like, if you ever come down here, let me know. Just DM me, and I'll come down to the shop, and then I'll hook you up with some deals. And I was like, oh, cool. I plan on going there, and never gone.
Dude, well, if you want to plan a trip, I'll film you.
Hell yeah.
So Ninja Exchange is in El Camino Real, Carlsbad.
Oh, okay, that's a little further.
Okay. It's going down towards San Diego, though, right?
Wait, Carlsbad? Where's Carlsbad?
Yeah, that's on the way to San Diego, isn't it?
On the way to San Diego. It's like a 2-hour drive from me.
Oh, no, I haven't been there then.
Yeah, that's a mini Frankensons, but I think it's better than Frankensons. So I definitely would recommend going to, and it's in a mall too. So they also have stores in there that are collectibles. I definitely recommend.
Go to SoCal.
Yeah, SoCal.
I'm in NorCal right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in SoCal for several years, but I moved up here after Vegas.
I remember you being in Vegas.
Yeah, I was in Vegas for like 8 years.
8 years.
There's some good toy hunting places there too.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to. Would you go to Rogue Toys?
Yeah, but I think there was
There's
2
locations.
There's like 3 of those.
I went to 2 of them. One of them was cool, but they're overpriced.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
they're overpriced. I haggled the guy though when I was there. I have no problem haggling, so I haggled one of the guys there for some stuff.
That's cool. I never went there. I mean, I went there and saw the prices, but never went back. But Brad's Toys and Collectibles is really good.
I feel like I've been there. It sounds so familiar.
Yeah, they were pretty awesome. And then there's another one called Pop Shack. They're really good too. They're in a mall. Yeah. And then there's also like a horror store down there. Nightmare Toys.
Yeah, that's.
I haven't been there.
It's not what it used to be. I don't know what's going on with that place, to be honest with you.
That
But
sucks.
yeah, it does suck because that was when I first went there and I recorded there, I think like 3 years ago. Or maybe 4, I don't know. That place was so awesome. I went there twice and then I went there recently and it's not what it used to be.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of bummed I didn't go in their heyday because
It was cool. It was definitely cool.
yeah, it seemed like it. And then they had that cafe, right?
That closed down.
Dang.
Yeah, that thing was like it took forever for them to open it.
I was
And
gonna
then
say
I
they put a
think
lot of work into that.
and then once it opened, I think it shut down not too long after that.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me try to find the name of that one. T3, the one. Union City. Let's see, comics. Yeah, it's Comic and Figure Addicts.
Yeah, that's the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw the Asian dude you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy's super nice.
Yeah, he seemed like it. He actually asked me if I found everything okay. I was like, oh, that's nice customer service.
Yeah, you don't find that every day anymore.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, I gotta find more places out here though. I've been trying slowly but surely.
Yeah, there's a in SAC. I'm trying to think, 4 or 5 comic shops. I've gone to 2 of them. One I used to live by one of them. Didn't even know existed until I went there. And my best friend's like, "Oh, have you been to A1 Comics?" I'm all, "No." And he's all, "I'm all, where's it at?" He's all, "Dude, it used to be like it's right down the road from where you used to live." I'm like, "What?" So I went there, took my son, and they have a lot of comics, like old stuff, new. There's one called World of Comics. It's in trying to remember. It's kind of by Sacramento State, I guess, and it's like this big, it's like a big warehouse of comics.
I really want to go hunting up there at some point because there are a couple places that I've been looking into, but yeah, I haven't really found too many good ones out here. But I also need to do more research though. But yeah, good times in Vegas hunting.
Oh, I bet. Well, I'll be going to Roseville tomorrow, so I'll be.
Oh yeah, you were
doing all
talking about
kinds of
that.
stuff. Yeah, should be fun.
Nice. That's tomorrow, you said?
Yeah, I'm leaving at 6 in the morning.
Damn.
Oof.
It's a 2.5. It's like a 2.5 hour drive.
Oh, that's right. Because I had the podcast later in the day, so that's why I was like, "Dang, I'm gonna have to miss it if I go."
Yeah, because
I'm always down to drive. I don't care. I like driving.
I did that for like a long time, and I like didn't mind it. And then I was like, "Yeah, I don't like the snow. I don't like trying not to die." So.
Oh yeah, you're commuting out here.
Now I was working for a place where I did grocery store resets, and I was sending him pictures all the time of snow, and he's like, because he doesn't see it, and I'm like,
I've never experienced stuff like that before.
No, there's snow all over the place up here.
Wait, it snows up here?
Where
you are?
Probably like an hour away it snows, and then when you get to like 2 hours north and east, it's where it's a lot colder. It's mountainous. So yeah, I was traveling out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, I don't like this anymore.
Absolutely not. Yeah. I'm not really a cold person. Like I need to be in the warmth. Even though the bay isn't that warm, but it's not as bad as like back in the day.
Yeah, it used to be so cold in the bay.
Yeah. But damn. Yeah, I really need to. And then there aren't a ton of like huge cons out here either.
What do they have?
Expo.
Cisco. We have Expo. That's literally it.
But dude, it's always during Thanksgiving. I'm like, what the? I can't do that.
It is. And they have the San Jose Galaxy Con. That's every year.
I went to that one last year. It was pretty good, but it's pricey. It is pretty pricey.
That's what I heard. And then they have like I guess San Jose and Concord and like those areas, they always have like toy shows, but I'm like, that's so far away from me.
Yeah, it's closer to me right now. They're smaller shows though. They're like really tiny, right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard, but I heard they're really good.
Yeah, I gotta go to the Berkeley one. That's just purely comics though. But yeah, I'm always down to explore though. We should do like a nerd day, like a nerd. Yeah, we just hit up random geeky shops.
I keep telling him you got to come up. I'm like, dude, you got to come up to Northern California.
Yeah, that
so
we could really do. But we really have to do research though, because right now I feel like we're looking sparse up here.
Just come down here. You got stores down the street.
I know, galore over there.
Every mile, there's a store.
Seriously, spoiled.
Yeah, we are. We are spoiled down here. I won't lie.
I miss SoCal.
Well, that was the one thing when I was down there last summer and he was like taking me all these places. I'm all, dude, this is crazy. Like in Northern California, it doesn't matter what part of Northern California, everything's so spread out and so far because distance wise, it's not like that far really, but it's far because traffic up here has gotten a lot worse. And now even down there it's bad, but he's like, oh yeah, there's a Target here, there's a Target here. I'm like, what the hell?
I know he has like 20 Targets near him.
Yeah, I literally do.
I'm like, I don't get to see that. I'm all, Sacramento's a different story. They have Targets everywhere, but they're so spread out. Yeah.
Well, all our GameStops closed.
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone near me, there was like, I think a total of 5, maybe 6. They're all closed. The majority of them just closed. I'd have to, not where I'm at right now in Corona, but where I live in Fullerton, like I have to maybe like, I think the closest one that I know of is probably like maybe 15 minutes away. Before it would be like down the street. There's like a few of them down the street. So
I used to live in Corona.
Yeah, I like it here. It's pretty cool. It's just the traffic sucks.
91.
Yeah. I remember you telling me you were in Corona. Where in Corona were you?
Off the, what was it? Green River exit.
Oh, that's where you were? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, my mom's still down near there. She's in Eastvale.
That's where my parents are in Green River.
That's cool. I like it there. I like
it here too.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool poster. Let me see.
Oh yeah, it's upside down, isn't it? No.
No, that's good. You got it.
Didn't I send you this one too?
Yeah, I got it. So do you appreciate that poster more now, or?
Yeah, I mean, now that I've seen the movie, I'm just like, okay, this movie's wild. It's
the ending though. Somebody brought up a good point in my stream the other day, which was they kind of did screw themselves though at the end because everyone saw. So
okay, that's what I wanted to talk to Carlos about, but he hadn't seen the movie. So I'm glad you brought that up. Like, does that mean everyone now is gonna die?
That's what my wife brought up. She's also everyone's now infected, and I'm like, I
don't understand it.
Yeah, it has to.
Anybody in the comments know about that? Let me know. You know what? Speaking of, this is like I used to think of this as a kid when I watched this movie. It's a Back to the Future little. I don't know if it's a trivia or question, but when Marty McFly, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I just saw an article on it yesterday, and I used to think of this a lot when I was a kid watching the movie because I rewatched the first movie so many times as a kid. When Marty goes into the cafe when he goes back to 1955 and he runs into his dad, remember that? Mm-hmm. How does he pay for his coffee?
I don't even remember.
No idea. I don't remember at all.
He gives him change, doesn't he?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, because he's like, what do you have? He's like, give me a Pepsi free. He's like, if you want a Pepsi, you got to pay for it. And then he says, give me something without sugar, I think he says. And then he gives him the coffee. And then I think Marty gives him some change. So it's like,
oh, you know what? I think you're right. He does.
Yeah. How does the guy take the money?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's interesting.
Yeah. I used to think of that as a kid all the time. I was like, how the heck? And then part 2, they corrected that because when they went in the future, Doc takes out all those different dollar or money like from different years, I'm assuming. So yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it now.
Yeah, now I gotta go watch again. I have it right there too.
Yeah.
Should pop it in.
That's I always wondered that. I was like, how do you pay for that? Like, how did they take that money? Oh, that's a question I wanted to ask you. I brought this up to Carlos yesterday because this got me to thinking about going back in time, right? Like if you could if you could go back in time, what movies would you want to go see, like the movie premieres of?
Oh my God. Are we talking like the official premiere, or are we talking our own theater?
Well, yeah, like when it comes out that Friday, or I don't know how they did it back then, but the day it was released, and you can go into the theater and go experience it with
Star
everyone.
Wars.
So yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, which Empire or all of them?
All of them. Can I pick all?
Yeah, I said this too. I said The Exorcist too.
Oh, that'd be good too. I think. But I think I would choose Star Wars over The Exorcist only because I know how much it scarred people back then. Yeah. And that's a trauma that I don't need.
but I think the ending of Empire is what blew everyone's mind.
That's a good call too, though. Yeah. So yeah, I would agree with that then. The second one.
I would even go back to watch Back to the Future. That's another movie I would love to go back
100%
and watch when it came out.
Yeah, I think those have to be the top.
Right? Right. I think those are like the big ones. I don't know what else can compete with that. Like,
no.
I would like to see when Night of the Living Dead first came out.
No, it makes sense.
That's another one.
Oh, I know. Halloween.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, because you're a huge Michael Myers fan. That makes sense. Yeah, of course.
But I heard back then that movie was like
limited or what?
No, that everyone just didn't like it.
Oh, that's right. There was a lot of movies like that, though.
It's true.
That
Wolfman. I'm just kidding.
Well, they ended up building like a big following like way later. That's a lot of movies.
It is.
Like look at John Carpenter's The Thing. I think that's one of them that didn't do. Another good one that didn't do well was Scarface. And
really? Oh my God, I didn't know that.
No, that movie was considered a flop. Oh, look, here we go. Wolfman was so bad. Explain why. Explain why.
I don't understand how. I feel like I watched a different movie than these people.
Let me ask you another one. If you can go back in time, since you're a comic book collector too, what comic books would you go back and purchase on release day?
Oh man.
You can only pick one.
One?
Yeah, because I told Carlos which one I would go back to pick up because there's not a mint copy in existence of this book. That's Action Comics, which is Superman's first appearance.
Yeah. That's a good one, obviously. Definitely. Oh, that's tough. I don't know if I can answer that.
Well, you're a Batman fan. You wouldn't pick up Batman's first appearance?
Are
you still a big Batman fan?
Yeah, I am. I just actually finished reading Hush for the first time.
What the heck? No way. Wow.
Yeah. I was collecting the issues back then, but they're in storage, so I never got to read them. But
that's a great story. That's a great story.
It is. I really did enjoy it. But oh God, I don't know. I don't know what I would say.
Yeah, that's a tough one, right? About you, Carlos?
Give me some time. Give me some time to think about it.
For both questions, Carlos.
That's easy. For me, it's Amazing Fantasy number 15. That's Spider-Man's first appearance. Like, no-brainer.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I would have to have that. Like, that's
always
been a grill like item. I've always wanted as a kid. That would be definitely one of them. And probably
film
X-Men number 1. The original.
See, that's on my list too.
You only pick one.
Oh, I said Amazing Fantasy 15. That's a no-brainer, like straight up. Yeah.
I don't know if I would go. I mean, I guess it would have to be my first appearance. But also first appearance of Joker would be nice too, though.
See, I mentioned Superman's first appearance because, like I said, there's no great, like, real good copy in existence, right? And I would also pick up like 5 of them so I can like retire.
Oh yeah.
That's, and then sell them and then buy a bunch of other stuff that isn't like the one that's sold for like over $1 million, isn't it like a really low grade?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, dude, they sell.
Yeah. So
it doesn't really matter what grade they are. Even like a 0.5 would sell.
But imagine a
like
9.8.
Oh, that's gonna be like thousands.
5 million? No, not 1,000. That's in the millions.
It's definitely in the millions.
I don't know. Honestly, I can't even fathom it.
Yeah, because I don't know what
it would be in the millions, you think?
Yeah, because that's the highest book ever sold, the comic book. And I don't know, I think the one that was sold was a very low grade.
I see.
So I don't know what the highest grade is on it. That's known. I'm pretty sure it's very low though.
Huh.
Let's see.
So yeah, that's I would pick up one of those, probably like 5, 6 of them, keep one for myself, maybe keep 2 for myself, and then sell the other 3 and then put the money back that I make into collecting.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
You have thought about this.
I think a lot about collecting.
That'd be so awesome if that was possible.
So I'm looking it up. So Action Comics #1 in 8.0 sold for $6 million.
Holy shit. I didn't know that.
Holy crap.
I didn't know it was an 8.0 and I didn't know it was 6 last year?
Yeah, April of last year.
6 million?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's in the millions.
Comic book.
Holy crap.
That costs more than Batman's suit that was 16 million, you said, you freaking.
You said I was right.
After like $100,000, I can't fathom money. Like it's just I just don't get it. My brain doesn't compute.
6 million. So a 9.8 would definitely sell for like I would probably say 10, maybe more.
Yeah.
Well, it'll sell for more than that. Yeah. Like
so I guess I have to answer. I guess I would Batman first appearance. I feel like that's such a like gimme obvious though.
Yeah, but you could pick up a few copies and then sell them and then make money off of it and reinvest, and you got your first Batman appearance.
True.
I picked Superman because it's the highest book, and then I can sell them and then buy myself my first Detective Comics and my first Batman issue.
So yeah, I guess I would go for Tech 27 in a low ass grade.
Carlos, you didn't answer a movie. What movie do you want to go back and revisit in theaters?
I can't say Star Wars Empire Strikes Back because I saw that one as a kid when it came out. Oh god.
Lucky.
That's cool.
I have no idea. Maybe I don't know. It's hard because I don't know. A lot of people would think I would want to go to the premiere of The Crow. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that because Vanley wasn't around, so that'd be weird. I would probably have to go with like The Mummy, the Boris Karloff.
Oh, I like that choice.
It'd have to be something like way beyond, I guess, my era of the 80s and 70s. So
good choice. Good choice.
I remember watching Spider-Man 2. I worked at Blockbuster and left. We closed at midnight. Me and my coworker, we like drove all across town to go to Cinemark to go see it because we had tickets, and our tickets were in the very first row. So we had to look up this and it was the shittiest experience, but it was still awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when they had like the midnight premieres,
yeah,
right?
I miss those days. Those days. The Dark Knight ruined that.
Is that when they stopped? Oh yeah.
That's when the shooting happened. And then they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
I was in theaters watching The Dark Knight, and then when I got out, or Dark Knight Rises, sorry, and then I got out of the theater and I was reading online on my phone, and I was like, holy crap. And that's when everything changed. They started doing movies. No more midnight screening. They started airing like 5 o'clock the day before on Friday.
Yep. Thursdays.
Yeah. Yeah. The Dark Knight was like a Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises was like an event. The Avengers was one of the best midnight screenings I'd ever been to. The first Avengers movie.
That's cool. I don't think I went for the premiere, but I did see that in theaters. Awesome experience.
Yeah, that's probably one movie I can say when I was watching it, I felt like a kid. Just seeing all these Marvel superheroes interacting together for the first time.
Yeah.
Was a big thing for me.
Like, isn't it wild though to think about how long ago it's been now though already?
10 and 12. No, it's been how many years? 15 years?
It's almost, I think it's 15.
14, 13, I think, years.
MCU's already been 20 years.
I remember watching Iron Man when it first came out, and that I was like amazed with that movie.
Yeah, I think I rented that one. I don't think I saw it in theaters.
I saw every Marvel movie in theaters all the way through, and then I kind of fell off after Endgame is when I kind of like
Yeah, I'm trying to play catch up because I also fell off after the last like Spider-Man one.
No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's not much to catch up on.
Well, there's Doctor Strange, which I just saw. I still need to watch the Marvels. I never saw that. There's a bunch of shows that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I did not like Ant-Man Quantumania.
I didn't watch that one either.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Loki's actually pretty good. 1 and 2. That's probably to me, that's the best MCU show. The problem that me and Carlos talked about with the MCU is I don't think a lot of people watched the series. So when they went to go watch Ant-Man Quantumania, I don't think anybody cared. And not only that, they didn't know what the hell was going on because Kang, the lead villain, is introduced in the Loki show.
And that's what they did also with Doctor Strange and
that's right, with Wanda. With
WandaVision.
Yeah.
Which I liked WandaVision towards the end. I thought the beginning was kind of slow, but I just didn't really. I was feeling bad when I was watching. I was like, damn, the people that didn't watch the show would be like, what the hell? What happened?
What's going on?
Yeah.
You know, it was another disappointment was Black Panther 2.
I thought it was okay considering like everything that happened, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand. But I mean, I honestly was hoping it'd be a lot better. And it was just like whatever for me.
It was pretty depressing, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But now like MCU is starting to turn into what Zack Snyder's universe was. They announce things, then cancel it. And you know what I mean? Like that's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Remember they announced all these shows and all this crap. And
dude,
now it's
same with Star Wars though.
Star Wars died a long time ago for me.
Oh God. It's so sad.
Mandalorian brought it back for me, and then they ruined it with the 3rd season.
Yeah, I just watched Mandalorian not very long ago. I liked it overall.
You've never seen the series until recently?
Until like a couple months ago. Yeah.
No way. Whoa.
Yeah. Because I also just was like, whatever with Star Wars. I was disappointed with some things.
You should have watched it in its heyday, though. I think that would have been, or Mandalorian, that would have probably made you more excited.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. Ahsoka was such a disappointment.
I didn't even care about any of that.
Yeah. I was looking forward to it because I watched the animated stuff, the Clone Wars and Rebels. Mm-hmm. And
That's why I was so surprised that Penguin did so well. I was like, I wonder how many people are going to tune into this. And apparently a lot of people did.
That's a good. What sucks now is like, man, I wish they were putting more focus in that world than it's kind of too early to say about James Gunn. And
they're different universes, though.
But like, I feel like they're kind of pushing the Matt Reeves one to the side.
They
And
are. They
I wish
are.
they could build more on that one because that's more my vibe. But
I think they will. I am upset that they pushed back Batman a whole nother year.
Yeah.
But if it's for the best, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Like if it's gonna be a good movie.
I was gonna say, like, James Gunn, he needs to quit talking about what's canon and what's not, because he's like contradicting himself every time.
That's what's scary.
He says Peacemaker's canon. He says, and then he's like, well, not the Justice League part at the end of that. So I'm like, how can you make that canon when that Snyder stuff was in that? That makes no sense.
Right.
And he said Blue Beetle's canon, and I was like, wait, wow, because that's in the DCEU. I'm like, so you're like contradicting yourself, and people are like in the community are like, dude, he needs to just shut up now at this point.
Maybe he's like trying to like not upset people, so he's just saying things, and then later down the line we're gonna find out Blue Beetle's not canon.
Well,
I have a feeling, dude, Blue Beetle's not canon.
When they introduced like the gods and monsters thing, he said about Swamp Thing. Now Swamp Thing's not in that universe. It's like a separate thing now. I'm like, dude, you can't go out and publicly say Phase 1's called Gods and Monsters. They're all interconnected, but now this Swamp Thing movie has nothing to do with anything. That makes zero sense. So it's a little frustrating that to go out and say that, and now that's not part of it. And the Raven the Bold is not being filmed in like till 2028. So it's just like, this is taking way too long.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
We'll find out how Superman is. Once Superman comes out, that'll give us the feel, I think.
Yeah. It was cool to see Crypto in that trailer, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was pretty happy to see that.
I think Nicholas was his name Nicholas Hoult, right?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna kill it as Luthor.
Oh, totally.
Definitely.
That dude's an underrated actor. That dude's good.
I think he is underrated, man. I agree. I think he's definitely underrated.
And that was like one of the amazing reasons why I liked Renfield, because he's so good in that movie.
Right. Thank you.
So good. And then obviously Nosferatu. I was just like, dude, 2 back-to-back horror movies in the same year.
Yeah.
Wait, was even good as Hank McCoy.
Yep.
I think he's definitely one to look out for.
I think what else he was in. Because someone mentioned earlier, he's in that movie Clint Eastwood directed called Juror Number 2. It was supposed to be theatrical, and they just put it to Max. So good. Like, really
I haven't
good.
seen that.
That's what somebody was talking about in the comments.
Yeah, he's like the main guy, and I was just like, I'll see how it is. And I was like tuned in. I like didn't want to move from my bed, and I was like, this is so good. Yeah, it's really good.
Holy crap. I guess I gotta watch that. Cool. Yeah. And then Raph, did you say you watched Renfield?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I need to watch it.
Dude, that's another Nick Cage performance.
Two movies that have not
to see it.
And I'm a Cage fan, man. What's your favorite Nick Cage movie?
Oh my God. You hit me with all these questions. Oh God. Honestly, okay, this is gonna be kind of
give top 5 then in no order if you have to.
No. I'll give you one. This one, it's more because I watched it so much with my mom, but Family Man. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his movies.
It's so endearing. I love that movie. He does such a good job in that movie too.
I love Raising Arizona. I
That's a good one
love
too.
that movie. That's definitely in my top. But God, there's so many movies. I love The Rock. I think The Rock is such a good movie. Con Air is another really good.
Con Air. Oof.
That's like that's like a classic Cage movie. National Treasure, I think, is a freaking great film.
I love that movie. I don't care what anyone says.
No, there's nothing bad about it. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
the first 2 are good.
I love them too.
I actually really like, and I don't know how many people like this movie, and I rewatched it recently. Knowing.
Oh yeah, that movie's actually really good.
Oh, is that the alien one?
Yeah.
Did I watch that? I don't remember if I saw that or not.
Watch it. It's so good. It's a depressing movie though.
Okay. I'll definitely watch it.
That's a really good movie. Face Off, of course. Face Off's a classic.
Yeah, I would say that's my favorite Nicolas Cage movie. I don't like Nicolas Cage that much, so.
Wow.
You hurt my soul right now.
No, I know. Everyone's like,
Jack Nicholson is the worst Joker. What else you got? What else you got, Carlos? Come on.
I'm not saying that he's a bad actor. He's a great actor. It's just like every year, or like I think he did 2 movies that were like action movies, like Face Off and something else, were in the same year, and it was just like every summer you knew there's a Nicolas Cage movie, and they end up being kind of the same, like Con Air and The Rock, both Disney movies, and I'm just like, okay,
they're not the same movie. They're totally different movies.
I know, but they're Michael Bay movies, and I'm just like, Michael Bay,
like that type of action.
Early Michael Bay,
early over the top.
Drop the bunny, man.
Did you guys watch Mandy by chance?
No.
Oh my god, that movie is crazy. It's like John Wick on speed or acid.
That's Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
crazy.
They finally did a movie Maniacs of it.
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Let me see when it came out. Hold on.
Brad, or not Brad. Well, I don't know why I just called you Brad. Carlos, there you go. Explain yourself, please.
Okay, it's from 2018.
Wait, Jack Nicholson's a bad Joker.
In case you missed that, I'll give you a quick rundown.
Yeah.
Carlos did a live, and I clipped it, and he said Joker. He said this is going to be a hot take. Joker, he thought was miscasted. Jack Nicholson was miscasted as the Joker.
He's overrated.
And he, as soon as he said that, his toy collection fell down.
Yeah, this side over it just went.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Dude, Carlos. I mean, there was another thing you said too, Reese. After that, I think it was last week or the week before. You made 3 comments already, bro.
And it's funny because I didn't live down that Joker thing for like a minute.
Oh, that's
I don't
funny,
care.
Man.
Like, it's my opinion, so it doesn't matter.
Absolutely no. I love you for it,
dude. I bag on the MCU.
My thing is, I grew up in the era of the Adam West Batman, so Cesar Romero was like
Romero.
Joker. So like the Jack Nicholson Joker, and like everyone's like, oh, he's like the GOAT Joker. I'm like, he's not, because to me, he didn't act or wasn't like the Joker I remember in the comics.
I feel you.
Like Heath Ledger was more like the Joker that I remember from the comics, sadistic, and Jack Nicholson was just too Jack Nicholson, trying to be funny.
It was a little on the cheesy end, right?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm like, he's cool. I like Jack Nicholson, but just isn't my Joker.
How many of you guys agree with this? Comment down below. Or who's your favorite Joker? Or
rank the Jokers.
And that's the thing. Everyone ranks Jokers. It's always Jack Nicholson. No one ever ranks Cesar ever.
Yeah, no, I was actually talking to I don't know if he wants me to say his name on here, the guy that I went to go meet earlier, and he busted out, dude, some freaking Batman stuff from the 60s. And I was telling him, I was like, this isn't my Batman, because 89 Batman's my Batman. And I told him, but I appreciate Adam West's Batman because I would watch it every day after school. So I have a lot of love for the 66 Batman, but 89 Batman's my Batman.
I watched a lot of episodes of the old show too when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's a great series.
It's fun. It's really cheesy and I love it.
But try getting somebody, for instance, like maybe like Kevin's age right here. Kevin's a young guy. I don't know if he could get into the 66 Batman. If he might be more used to the darker Batman, and the 60s was way more poppy and
campy.
Campy, yeah. So, but I kind of like I kind of like the Riddler more than the Joker from the Batman 66 TV show.
Yeah.
And it took me years, and I'm talking like probably in the mid 2000s to know that Mickey was the Penguin.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay, look,
I thought you were gonna say that you never recognized that Caesar had a mustache.
Oh no, you could tell. That was
I never knew until later.
Yeah, you could tell. Even as when I was a kid, you could tell.
I didn't even notice when I was a kid.
Whoa. Batman,
He's
Bold.
younger,
Batman.
dude. He's younger. He's way younger than we are, bro.
3.
Yeah, you can't
That's a hot take.
he said in his live on Whatnot, he said that TMNT 2012 is his Turtles.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my son's Turtles is 2012.
And you know what? I remember because I'm a huge Turtle fan, and I remember when that show was getting, teased, and when they show promos, I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, this looks horrible. And I watched the episodes. Such a great series. Dude, now you're gonna get crap for the Joker just like you do with the Crow.
I don't really care. I will die on my sword about the Joker.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. But I agree with you though. Cesar Romero doesn't get his respect. He doesn't get his flowers for his versions of the Joker. And I think we all forget that he's Mexican too.
Yeah, that's my Joker, and that's that was my dad's. Like, he grew up watching Batman. Well, I say he grew up, but he watched Batman. But Cesar was like the Hispanic actor that he grew up with, and I think that's why I watched Batman, because my dad probably, I don't know, because I remember watching it after school all the time or early in the morning when I had to go to school. That's what I'd watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I will die on my sword. I don't care.
Yeah. I always loved the.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Well, who's your favorite Spider-Man then? Who's your Spider-Man?
Favorite Spider-Man? I actually really liked Andrew Garfield. I'm not going to lie.
Everyone loves him.
Not back then, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Sorry, I got to plug this for Kevin. He just plugged it. He just showed me this art that he just did.
Hell yeah. That's sick.
So if you guys want to support Kevin Tran, just a little plug ski for this guy.
Very cool.
Right here. Check out his Whatnot. Check out his Instagram. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Andrew Garfield, his movies were hated on. Now, I found it funny when Spider-Man No Way Home came and everybody loved him, but yet everybody bagged on him.
Thank you. Because, I liked it ever since back then. And it's just wild that everyone was like,
I thought
they
Amazing
don't remember
Spider-Man was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked both of them, to be honest.
Yeah. I like the second one more than the first one, to be honest with you. And I know a lot of people didn't like the second one, but nobody cared for Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I thought his Peter Parker was okay. I thought his Spider-Man was on point.
Same. I would agree with that.
And I'll do the same thing with Henry Cavill. All of a sudden, everybody wants Henry Cavill back as Superman. And nobody showed the guy any support. Everybody hated Cavill. He's too serious. He doesn't smile. They made fun of him. They made fun of his suit. They said he didn't have any red trunks. And all of a sudden, they cast this new guy, and everyone's bagging on this new guy, and they haven't even seen the movie yet. And they want Cavill back. But it's like, where were you supporters when Snyder was trying to get his movies going?
And the funny thing is, he looks similar to Cavill too.
Mm-hmm.
He's taller than him.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's wild. And Man of Steel back then, it didn't get that much hype for a big tentpole movie like that.
That was and I still to this day, and this is I don't know if this is a hot take. I think Man of Steel is the best Superman movie.
It's really good. I would have to think about it and
then the ending. I think the ending gave us that hopeful Superman, like when they say "Welcome to the planet," when Lois tells him and he smiles. I think Snyder had a plan, but I also think the studios pushed him to introduce Batman, which is why we got Batman versus Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So later, Kevin, I think he's out of here. But I think Cavill was a great freaking Superman, but everybody all of a sudden wants him back, but nobody showed support for him at all. They did not like Superman. They made fun of him. I don't know. They didn't care for him, but now they
with the
want him
whole
back.
mustache situation to begin
Yeah,
with.
yeah, and it's like where were you guys when the Snyderverse needed the support?
Yeah, I actually didn't like the Justice League movie, but I liked his stuff before that though. Like I was all for the Snyderverse.
Yeah, so was I. I was too. I think the problem is just the studios got involved too much with his vision, and plus his daughter dying, and then them letting him go.
Yeah, there was a lot of it was a sticky situation after that.
Yeah, definitely. But I wonder if Man of Steel was really as good as it was because Christopher Nolan was producer.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You're right.
Yeah, because I know he was conversating with Reeves a lot, or not Reeves, with Nolan a lot for the film.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it had those darker tones to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer that we're not going to see Cavill anymore because I really liked him as Superman. Honestly, I really like Ben Affleck as Batman too.
I loved him too. I still think Ben Affleck is the best looking live action Batman on film.
Yep, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Oh, I hate
Kevin. I'll see you tomorrow.
There was a poll about the best Batmans, and Affleck was like, "There's two." We were just talking about this. There was like two. He was rated the worst Batman, and then another poll he was rated the best Batman. And I'm like, yeah, I think he's the most accurate Batman, true to comic.
Well, I think BVS, the suit, is the best live action suit we're ever gonna get.
Oh,
I liked both versions too.
The armored, the nightmare.
Yeah, the armored was awesome.
Yeah, even Justice League. I liked the suit that he wore. I didn't care for the tactical suit at the end.
Yeah, same. I don't know.
But I mean, the desert freaking post-apocalyptic bat suit with the trench coat was amazing. Yeah.
That felt so like 90s, like
it felt very comic booky. Like Affleck was literally a comic book that came out, like a comic book that came out into live action.
Yeah. Which is what he does really well. I mean, look at Watchmen, you know.
Yeah, Watchmen was great. Yeah, definitely.
But damn. Yeah, Snyder. Yeah, I don't know why Justice League felt, I mean, for good reason, a little too long for me, but
which version? The Snyder cut? The
Snyder version, but I feel like you said, I think there was just too much going on with all that, and he did get kind of carried away, I think, with it. But yeah, although all the movies before that, I mean, they weren't perfect or super great, but they were. No. I liked them. I enjoyed them.
I missed the Batman v Superman era. I thought like everything that was coming out, the promotion, I miss all of that. That was a good time. That was awesome. A lot of good time, yeah. And then the Marvel at the same time, like neck and neck with DC. That was so much fun during those times.
And it was around the same time as like the Batman 20th anniversary, or was it? What was there was an significant anniversary around that time. What?
I don't remember.
Batman's
85th was this year. No.
What was?
Right?
Clarence, we know who this is. We got Robert in the chat. Clarence Boddicker is the best Superman. You got Robert the Scalper here, guys.
Robert the Scalper is also the biggest Crow fan, remember?
He bags on all you guys. He takes it. He makes fun of your little die-cast cars.
What was his line? From the videos I've seen with him in, he would always say like, it's vintage or something.
Oh yeah, he's like, and he goes, Batman, because he knows I love Batman so much. He makes fun of me every time I find Batman stuff.
It's Batman.
Yeah, and then he'll be like, he's like, oh, I love it. That's vintage.
Yeah.
And that's funny because he does not care for vintage toys. You can ask, he'll tell you straight up, even though he did buy some vintage He-Mans recently.
I dig the vintage.
Conan. Yeah, it's Robert will not go live. I have tried so many times to get this guy. I think it'd be amazing if Robert hopped on. Like
you should come on. It'd be awesome to meet you, Robert.
Robert's a character, man. That guy's
dude. You guys are hilarious in those videos.
No, the guy's out there, man. Dude, come on. Clarence Boddicker is the best Superman. Do you know who Clarence Boddicker is?
No, but
he's the villain from RoboCop. Red.
Oh.
Oh God.
I would say a line from that me and him make up, but I don't want. We go R-rated when me and Robert are off camera. So yeah,
I don't want you going R-rated. I don't care.
Yeah, we go. Robert and me, we have the 90s humor. So I'm pretty sure you know what that means if you grew up in the 90s. We have that.
Not 90s. PC.
Not at all. Not at all. Like now, like the stuff that we, it's just nobody. We get canceled for stuff that we say, basically. Nick Cage is the best Superman.
That's
CGI,
hilarious.
The CGI version.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I met Robert last year, and yeah, he's definitely what Raph said he was. And then I found out he was holding back. I'm like, I don't know why.
Yeah, he was holding back a lot.
Holding back?
I won't hold back at all. I'll come back with some stuff real quick.
Yeah. I mean, Alfonso has met. Has he met Robert? Yeah, he met Robert.
Yeah, twice.
Robert at WonderCon was the first time, I think, when he met him. Yeah, Robert's a character, man. That guy's that guy's nuts. Now you will definitely tear up laughing with that guy.
That's funny.
Then we got sidetracked here. What was it? I do like Tom as Spider-Man, but not as much as P. Okay, yeah, we discussed that. Oh, Tom Holland. No, Tom. You know what? I didn't like Tom Holland until Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I liked him, but I did like
him.
I've always liked Andrew probably the best though.
It's just like using Tobey Maguire. Like Tobey Maguire, I would say is my Spider-Man because I grew up watching his version. Just like Batman, Keaton's my Batman, but who's the better Spider-Man? Who's the better Peter Parker? It's the same thing with Keaton. Even though Keaton's my Batman, is he the better Bruce Wayne? Probably not. Yeah. Is he the better Batman? I don't know. I think my nostalgia will take over and be like, yeah, he is. But I liked
for sure.
I liked Affleck. I liked a lot of Kilmer as Batman from certain parts. So I don't know.
I will always. Holland will be. I feel like Holland's the better all around Parker and Spider-Man because
he's the age.
Yeah, because he's the age, and that's the books I read was what he does. Andrew Garfield I thought was great, but he just wasn't the Spider-Man I expected. Tobey Maguire was 30 when he was doing it as a 16-year-old, so
dude. No, he wasn't 30. He wasn't 30. He was in his mid-20s, I think. I think Andrew Garfield was reaching 30 too.
I want to say Maguire was like 28, turning 30 almost. Because Andrew Garfield was, I think, 30. Because Maguire and Andrew Garfield, they both were about the same age when they became Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think so. Who's the best live action Alfred? Robert, if you're still on, can you please answer that one too?
Those are honestly all pretty good.
That's hard. I know those are really good. I
think we've had good Alfreds for every movie. I don't think there's been a bad Alfred.
Even in the older ones, that dude, I don't know what his name was, but he was really good.
And the Keaton? Michael Goff, I think his name was, or Goff?
Go.
If that's his name, that's like a crazy good pull. Because I don't know how you know that.
You don't know? How do you not know that? You grew up.
The actor?
Yeah. That's the only thing I know him from. Actually, I take it back. He was in the movie. He was in the movie The Serpent and the Rainbow also.
I'm impressed because I would never get that.
Yeah.
That's like, but I'm also terrible at trivia, though. To be honest, I can't really retain stuff well.
It says, okay, here we go. I'm not Robert the Scalper. I'm from Canada. Best Alfred is Gollum. You got to hear Robert's impersonation of, I forgot the actor's name from the Dark Knight trilogy for his Alfred. What's his name?
Oh, Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. He does not like, he says that's the worst Alfred. You got to hear his impression.
Oh my God. That's funny.
It's so funny. He bags on him. He says he can't understand him half the time.
That's hilarious.
Robert, you got to come on.
You get that, right? You get why he said Gollum, right? Because the new Batman is Andy Serkis.
Oh, Andy Serkis, yeah. I forgot about that.
Michael Caine. There you go. The Gotham show super underrated.
Oh yeah, he's a good Alfred too.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard that.
Art Bautista said that because we were talking about the anniversary, it was a Superman one. Superman anniversary.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I do remember that.
I know it was something or other.
Man. I wish Robert would come on, man. Even if he doesn't show his face, if he just does a voice, which I think he can. Let me ask him.
Want to ask him? Just send him the link.
You're right. Let me send it, but he won't do it, man. You know how many times I've sent this guy the link? He's always like, "I'm in the bathroom." Oh man. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm just a random douchebag that happened upon your live stream, and I can't fall asleep, but I'm getting drunk, so this may help. This may help me. I don't get it. Is that an insult or is that a?
I think he's just sharing his state of mind at the time.
You know, there's times where I've wanted to do this stream drinking.
Why don't you do it?
I don't know. I don't know, because I'm a lightweight. And I'll probably wake up buzzed the next day, and I normally wake up early. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up early and go to the flea market. So,
yeah, that's the crappy part about drinking.
Because I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Maybe he likes your voice as much as it makes him sleepy. I've had a lot of people tell me I have a good podcast voice. I don't know how true that is.
You could do a radio show.
Do it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Do the ASMR.
Oh God, no! I you know what? I can't stand ASMR. I can't stand it. Did you do ASMR?
Me, no.
Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't you.
Sometimes I joke about it. But I do. I remember there was this comic collector back in the day. I don't think he's around anymore. I'm not sure, but he used to just do all his show his comic hauls in this kind of voice and like that. But it was kind of soothing, to be honest. I'm like, oh, just relaxing. Like, just leave it in the background. And he would just show you parts of it. Sometimes he would, I think, read some stuff from the comics.
Oh my God.
We should do a whole ASMR podcast one day.
No show after dark.
We'll do ASMR and drink. How about that?
Yeah, and we'll get Robert on here in a bikini.
Oh my God. It's really going to be no chill after dark.
Oh man. Was that? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny though. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't get into ASMR. It irks me, the sound. I don't know.
I usually don't. Yeah.
ASMR is queen. Gentle Whisper. Maria from Gentle Whispering. ASMR is queen. I don't know if that's who you're referring to. Was it a female?
No, it was a guy.
He
was an older gentleman.
Huh.
Let's see.
But yeah, that's the only ASMR I ever listened to. But it was mostly just because, like I said, it was like, oh, he's talking about comics and he's talking softly. Just leave it up.
So are you still buying comics on a regular?
Not on the regular, no.
Okay.
I've stopped both, really. I'm just like reading now for the most part.
Like books or
both.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, Carlos his camera's off. That means he's going to come back on in a bikini.
Uh-oh.
He's getting ready for ASMR.
No.
No.
Dude, if you start doing ASMR, I'm kicking you out of this.
Hold on, let me find something real quick.
What are you doing, bro? It's just weird.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm dead. But yeah. No, I have to I've been downsizing. So I've actually been selling some stuff on Whatnot.
What the heck? You have a Whatnot?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I just started I want to say end of last year.
How do you like it?
November-ish. So ever since I started the hobby, I've always just done buying and selling. So I've sold on eBay too. And especially during the move, it helped me out a lot to sell just because I had to pack everything. So I'm I can't take everything. So I sold off a lot of things. But now with Whatnot, I think it's cool for the most part. I really like how the shipping is all kind of taken care of.
I like that. I like that too.
Yeah. Because I've done auctions on my channel before too. And with that, it worked out, but it's you have to message the people via Instagram or whatever to kind of get a hold of them and then do the transaction via PayPal or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. I kind of do like that because you could do the goods and services and that doesn't take too much from you. So, and that's kind of the downfall of eBay and Whatnot is they take a little chunk from you. Which T3, I heard you mention another platform, right, that you were on recently?
Yeah, I'm on Encore. So it's an interesting way you get into it because it's kind of I wouldn't say the cool kids club, but you apply and then it took me 8 months to actually get accepted. And there's
wow.
So basically what happens is you get you interview with them, and then they basically determine if they want to let you in or not to sell. Because they're trying to keep it to where there's no I guess really scalpers and crappy ass people is how he said it. He's we've already booted people and banned them. And I was like, oh shoot. But yeah, I like it a lot better. I do not like Whatnot. After selling, I did a stream and I sold, I don't know, $300 worth of stuff. And then by the time all said and done, I got 160 of it. And I was like, this sucks.
What the heck?
Because if you didn't realize, they take a transaction fee, they're 8%, a processing fee, a shipping fee. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So I was like, I'm done. And eBay is the same way. So
yeah, it's eBay. I've noticed it more. I think it's a bigger fee with eBay than Whatnot.
14, I think, or 12 is eBay.
It's getting ridiculous on eBay. That's kind of why I was like, yeah. The only thing that I just really like about Whatnot is, the shipping thing that I was telling you about, but also it just helps me get rid of stuff faster.
Yeah, really. It's a quick way to move.
Yeah, and that's what I need right now because I'm still I don't want a storage unit, so I'm getting rid of a lot. Obviously, I'm going to keep my grails and whatnot and all the
I'll
cool
take your
shit.
Wolverine. Your first appearance of Wolverine.
I am not selling comics yet. ... I'm only selling figures right now. So
I'm also a lot closer to her, so I have first dibs.
For this comic, I mentioned this to you before. I want a spinner comic, or spinner rack.
Spinner rack. Yeah.
Is it the same comics that you had the last time, or do you rotate them? What's on your spinner rack right now? I didn't want to say what's on your rack because that sounds wrong.
It's a beautiful rack. But
That's a good one.
I don't know. I kind of switch it around every now and then. So I don't remember what I had on here the last time that I was on. But yeah, I switch it around all the time.
I think you had some horror stuff on there, if I wasn't mistaken.
I have just random stuff. Like right here's a Spider-Man #1.
I'll take that.
I have a Hades.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
This
cool.
one's cool. Patrick Bateman card.
Oh, that's
It's a
cool
comic,
too.
but it's from American Psycho.
Cool.
It's all just a hodgepodge of stuff.
That's
The
cool.
heck?
Two-fisted zombies. It's crazy.
Yeah. This one I found at it's an indie one. I found this at a bookstore up here in SF. This is cool. So this is actually a promotion. I think I might have shown it. I don't remember if I did last time, but it's a promotion for the Freddy comics from back in the day.
No, you never showed that last time. Whoa, that is sick.
Yeah,
You should get that framed.
I will at some point.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's just like random goodies from my collection, but a lot of the like heavy hitters are definitely. I have one of my bins here that has the cooler shit because that stuff I want with me, you know. So luckily that wasn't damaged in the storage. So yeah, I had to move whatever was left of that storage to a different, smaller storage. So now I'm just focusing on cutting the fat out of my collection, and that's what I'm selling on Whatnot.
There was one I wanted to go back to and read off to you. Have you read the Obsolete Batman? Absolute.
Oh,
Batman.
the new, that's the new series.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet.
Do you have it?
No, no, I haven't bought it yet. No.
Okay. I haven't read it either, and I bought the first and second issue, first print.
I heard it's really good.
I heard it's really good too, and that's another one where people were bagging on it when it first was teased. They were like, "Oh, the suit looks stupid, the Batmobile looks dumb," and now it was the highest selling comic of last year.
Yeah, I heard it. And then there's like a Wonder Woman version
There's a
too,
Superman
right?
one. There's a Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me grab what I'm reading right now. Give me a
All right,
sec.
cool.
Yeah, there's a dude in my town that's selling Absolute Batman #1 and Absolute Wonder Woman #1 for $30 for
Nice.
both books.
Not
And I
bad.
was
First prints.
First prints. I'm like, I kind of want to buy them now.
I need to get a spinner rack.
Yeah, those are
This is an Elseworlds. It's an older book, back issue.
Ooh.
But it's called Batman Brotherhood of the Bat. And
What year
it's
was that?
basically, I want to say 90s.
Wow. You can tell by the art.
Right. It is.
Jeez.
I didn't know they were doing all those.
Got to reboot them somehow.
Green Lantern. That's actually, I wouldn't mind reading the Flash and Green Lantern one.
It's 95.
Ooh, what's it called?
So yeah,
Batman.
so this one's Batman Brotherhood of the Bat, and it's it has I don't know how you guys pronounce it, but I like saying Ra's al Ghul. I think it's Ra's al Ghul though.
Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al- I
Ra's-
Ra's al Ghul.
I like Ra's. Anyways, so it's him, and it's like after the world apocalypse, and he's the only one. He's like one of the few that still exists from Batman lore, basically, and like he just used the Lazarus pit to stay alive after everyone died and stuff. And he went to, I don't want to reveal everything, but he went to the Batcave and started basically reminiscing about Batman and how cool he was. And then now he wants to make all his like Brotherhood of Assassins into different Batmen.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why there's multiple Batman.
I was going to say, is this like Batman from different eras? But no, wow.
No,
That's
and
cool.
he
That's actually pretty cool.
It is. And he took the designs from Batman's like journals, basically. So it's all these cool, like it's funny that you could tell that it was 90s because it's really like the action figures, like Legends of the
definitely. It looks 90s. It just totally looks 90s.
Yeah, you can't really tell because my lighting's crappy right here, but
yeah,
it's awesome. Oh, look at the back.
I like that red suit.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at the one on the top. That's totally toyetic.
Toyetic, yeah.
Dude, look at that thing. Looks like
it's
something
like
from
Legends of the Dark Knight.
That's what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I love it.
Did you ever read Battle for the Cowl? I think I mentioned to you last time.
Did I? I don't think I did.
You gotta read that. It was such a good read.
Okay, I'll read it. And then reading this Harley Black Label one.
Like that art.
Looks like Margot Robbie.
Yeah, it kind of looks like her.
It's pretty cool so far. But I don't know what it is. They kind of make the Joker look girly, though. It's kind of throwing me off.
It's 2020. It's 2020. That's why.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
What year is that?
Joking. Doesn't he look kind of like his eyebrows?
I think it's his poses that he's in makes him look a little feminish.
It does, right?
What year was that?
This was. It wasn't that long ago, I don't think.
Yeah, I figured that. That's what I was going to say. Probably within the past 5 years.
Yeah, it can't be that old because it's Black Series. But like I said, I had to stop collecting for a while, so I just recently bought this. Yeah, let me see here.
He's not a great Joker.
2020.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I could just tell just based off of like what year that was.
Story's good so far, though. I'll say. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm reading.
That's cool.
Kind of going back and looking at back issues.
I gotta check out that Batman book. I got that one. I gotta check out. What's it called again?
It's called Batman Brotherhood of the Bat.
That's a paperback you got, right?
Yeah, it's a little square bound.
Brotherhood.
I'm kind of disappointed you didn't know about that book now.
I maybe I did. I don't know. I really don't know.
So you've read this, T3?
No, I have not read it.
Oh.
I don't know if you weren't really a big Batman fan though, right? Like comic wise.
I have a lot of Batman. I have a lot of Batman comics. I used to read it, but
here it is.
Like I've told you in the past, like once my comic book store went away, like there's nowhere to buy them. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this. I can see the art way better now. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is totally 90s, man.
The story's fun so far.
It's definitely Legends of the Batman, the toy line. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh yeah.
Or Shadows. It's Legends of the Batman, I think. Wow.
Legends.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I miss those days. So yeah, and as for new stuff, I'm gonna be picking up. I pre-ordered some stuff via mycomicshop.com. So that should be coming in within the month. And we'll see. I got some, there's apparently one called Batman. Oh, damn it. I already forgot the name of it. It's a horror though. Batman, was it Full Moon? Shoot.
Ooh. They did do a lot of horror stuff for DC, I felt like.
Yeah, it's Batman Full Moon. And I'm really excited for that. So we'll see how that is.
I am in the Southern California area. T3 is in Northern Cal where they don't have palm trees.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm also
every time I have palm trees here.
I was I don't know if I brought this up. I think I did on a live when because I don't really do comics anymore. I think the most recent was the Obsolete. Is it Obsolete or Absolute? I was Obsolete, right?
Absolute, yeah.
Absolute. That's the most recent comic book I've picked
up.
Oh,
the comic? Yeah,
New Wise. I was doing my pull lists at Fat Collectibles. I think I stopped was when I was buying every single Image comic that had a Spawn cover on it. And when I went to go pick up my comics, I had about 60 or 70 books.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. And then I was like, I just spent like $300 on books that I'm not going to read. And it's just for the cover.
Yeah. Yeah. That can get pricey real quick.
So I stopped and I kind of slowed down with buying like new comics, but back issues. I'm getting back into buying key issues again.
Yeah, so I'm being very selective again because I don't have too much space. So I'm gonna just take it easy with whatever series I'm gonna read. So yeah, and I'm telling myself I have to read it because then it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah, it's tough, but I don't know.
Hard to find time.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. I'll agree with you on that. But when you read a good story, you tend to get like hooked on it, and you just
that's true. It's
that's
like
what
watching a good show.
Yeah, and that's why like I'm scared to read a lot of newer books, because once I get into like a new book, then I'll start to want to get different other titles, and then I'll get back into it again, doing a pool list and then having so many books again.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, all right, maybe if I only do like 1 or 2 series for the pool, and then just focus on reading what I already have that I haven't read, you know?
What's your favorite out of everything? What's your favorite comic book storyline?
Gosh, the first one that came to mind was The Killing Joke.
Wow, that's a good one.
Sheesh. That one's a tough one though.
Yeah, I don't know which one I would. I like when I think of it, I have various ones that pop into my head. Like I have the what is it? Executioner Song or Executioner Song is one. Age of Apocalypse, Onslaught, Dark Night's End, the Night Quest.
That's another one of mine too. Nightfall,
the Nightfall. Those are all the Maximum Carnage. Those are all the ones that really like. I get all those that pop in my head at once when I think of like really good storylines.
Yeah, that's honestly thinking back, I think that's my first, and then Killing Joke.
The Night's End,
Nightfall.
Those are like the other ones that came later. But yeah, Nightfall was so memorable though. If you're a Batman fan,
in the 90s,
that's
so
like
good.
That cover when you saw that cover of Bane breaking Batman's back was just like it was like insane. And then seeing what is his name, Jean Paul, and
Jean-Paul.
That's his name, right? Jean Paul.
Yeah, it is. It is.
In the Azrael Batman suit.
Oh, I love it.
Just Batman with those huge gauntlets. Yeah, that was, dude.
Yeah, you remember that issue where it's the die cut, and you open it, and it's like shiny on the. It's like
yes,
metallic.
I do have that one too.
Oh,
yeah,
I love that issue.
Those were so much fun. I like the different artists that did the different covers, because I always loved when they did Batman with like long, over exaggerated.
Yeah, that's I met him. That's the one that draws him like that. Kelly Jones.
Is that who it is?
Oh man, yeah.
Just like Venom. I've talked about it with Carlos. I like the Venom who has the sloppy teeth and then the slime coming out of his mouth, and he's like over exaggerated how he's drawn.
Yeah.
Says you guys must be younger than I am. How old are you? Yeah. What about you, Carlos? What's your favorite comic book line or lines that come to mind when you think about it?
God, oh my God. Well, Maximum Carnage, definitely, because I mean,
dude, that was a big storyline in the 90s.
I just remember like them hyping up this new like villain for Spider-Man. So I was just like, oh, I'll buy them all. So that one for sure. Like I don't know, it's really hard because probably the most memorable for me is that and the Death of Superman, and then Knights Fall. That's it.
Like Death of Superman. I think for me, I think just the book was the big popular thing for me. Like the actual, not the whole storyline. For me, it was just you got to get that issue where he dies. But like I'm talking about like storyline that you read like all the way through that you were excited for, and that tied into, I guess, like for instance, like Executioner Song tied into different comics.
Yeah, and that's so that whole era of like Marvel, X-Men, X-Force, and all that. Like I read all those. I have them all. And what am I just?
Did you like the Clone Saga?
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
I never read that.
What the heck? No way!
God, you should read it. You should read it.
That was really good. I forgot about that one.
Probably Torment. McFarlane's was
yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is probably like my favorite of probably Spider-Man. And storylines, that would probably be my favorite one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I never read the Clone Saga. That was like after, like way after Maximum Carnage. That was like far. I was already out of comics by then, because the comic store had went out of business when right before that storyline was starting. They went out of business, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a fun one, even though I think it did get some hate, but I don't know. It's just a fun read.
They don't make storylines like that anymore.
No, like that's why I kind of like the one I just showed you, the Ra's al Ghul one, because it's like even the storyline is just so typical of the 90s.
Okay, you know what?
After the apocalypse.
For like newer stuff, like in the 2000s, when I got back into comics, I really enjoyed the Green Lantern, Blackest Night.
That I haven't read. I haven't read a lot of Green Lantern.
So good. Blackest Night and Brightest Day, I think it's what it's called.
Yeah,
both are good. And then, like I said, Battle for the Cowl was a good one. Hush was a good one. Long Halloween. I forgot what year Long Halloween was though, but that was a really good one too.
I read that one. The next one I need to read is this one too. Black Mirror. I never got around. That's when I was out of comics.
Whoa,
Black Mirror.
That's 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Black Mirror.
So yeah, I'll probably do that soon.
Damn.
I'm trying to think of another.
Oh, you know what was a good one? Also, when I got back into comics again, Dark Avengers.
Oh, I never read that either.
Yeah, that was so good. I really enjoyed Dark Avengers.
Cool. Weren't they going to make a movie? That was scrapped, right?
I feel like that's where Secret Wars is. That's what you said, huh? Like it could be heading. I don't know. I would love to see a Secret Wars movie, or a Dark Avengers, but you would have to get some of the Spider-Man villains into the MCU in order to do it, because Norman Osborn is Iron Patriot. So all our Avengers that we know are no longer Avengers. So they get Iron Patriot is Iron Man, which is Norman Osborn. Wolverine's son, Daken, is Wolverine. I forget who else. Isn't there? What's that guy's name? The Superman looking guy.
Sentry.
Sentry's Thor. No.
No, I think he's just himself. But I know he's part of the Dark Avengers.
And then Venom,
Bullseye, Hawkeye, or something like that.
Hawkeye. Venom was the symbiote. Venom symbiote attached himself to Scorpion, so Scorpion became the black suit Spider-Man. And then I forgot what else, what other characters were in there. But that was so good. That was such a good book. Yeah. I would love to see a movie like that.
I gotta look up because I can't remember all the freaking people.
Well, there's different stories too, because I know Robert was telling me, I don't know if he read it, about the newest one where Conan's in it. Or no, that was Savage Avengers. I think that was Savage Avengers.
Oh, I'm so behind with new stuff. I don't even know.
I used to get lost in the 90s when they had like X-Men Gold Team, X-Men Blue Team. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I never really picked those up though. That's the thing.
I did. I just didn't care who wasn't like Gold Team like in the West Coast or something like that, or I don't know. I don't remember.
So Ares was Thor. So Ares was Thor.
That's right. Ares was Thor.
And then Novar, I don't know who that is, was Captain Marvel.
Wait, who was Cap? I forgot who Cap was, or was it both supposed to be Norman Osborn, because he rocked the Captain America colors and Iron Man. That's where Iron Patriot came from. Scar was part of the Dark Avengers. That's right. Yeah, I think so. I think later though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think Captain America had to have been the new Dark Avengers.
Why was it U.S. Agent?
It could have been, but I'm reading. There's nothing about U.S. Agent.
No, I think Iron Man. I think Norman Osborn was both of them, because that's where the colors for Iron Patriot came, because it was Iron Man. Then he had the red, white, and blue. So I think he was supposed to be Captain America and Iron Man mixed together.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense.
Oh, Raph, I think I should tell you this, because you love Return of the Living Dead, right?
What, the comic book?
Yeah. I just pre-ordered some.
Alfonso just found the book, and I was like, what? The day of geeking out, he went back home, and he was like, oh, I just found this book. I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't even know it existed until I was looking at the catalog.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't know. He didn't ask me when it came out. He just showed it to me, and I was like, no way. So it's a new book?
It's new. So they're on, I don't know if it's an ongoing or what, or a miniseries, but there are 3 issues out right now. That's all I know. I pre-ordered
Never.
them, so they should be coming. But I was like shocked that I haven't heard about it.
I know. Well, they don't really promote a lot of horror magazines.
That's true. It's kind of a niche thing.
It's a comic book. There's a comic book on it. I wish I would have gotten the 28 Days Later horror comic books either. I never picked up any of those.
No, I didn't either.
I do have. I have some of the Night of the Living Dead ones. I have some of the Freddy ones. I have some of the Ash ones. I think I have a Hellraiser one. I think I have some Leatherface ones.
Yeah. The problem is they're getting so expensive lately.
They are.
Like they were so cheap for years back then in the back bins. Like you could get them for $1 a piece, and now it's like everyone kind of caught on, and they're like trying to flip them on eBay, and I'm just like, I'm not doing that. So I don't know. It's tough.
It's and especially because horror is getting popular again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have some stuff, like luckily from like I would score some from shops in Vegas. But yeah, out here, I've not been able to score anything like that. So lame. But yeah, I'm interested in that series. I wonder if it's any good. Too. But
I was going to bring it up. Too, I forgot.
Yeah, I know. I just remembered right now for some reason. But yeah, I'll let you know if they're any good.
This is probably going to be a hard question for you. Do you have a favorite comic book cover?
Oh God.
That's a hard question right there.
That's really hard. Especially because like I love comic art.
Yeah.
So I think that's impossible for me.
I can tell you what's one of the most memorable ones for me, and it's Jim Lee's X-Men #1.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's up there. That's like a great cover. But I don't know if it's my favorite. But yeah, that's
the wraparound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one. You know what? It's actually one that's it's one of the first ever comic books I picked up, and it's by the interior work is by Jim Aparo. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Do you have one, Carlos?
Cover? Oh God.
Where is
I don't know, man. That's really hard question.
It's a hard question. Yeah, I wonder if anybody really knows like their answer to that.
And I can tell you, like comic covers that are memorable, like Infinity Gauntlet. Like I remember that I'll remember that forever.
Here's Rob Liefeld's Captain America big chest cover.
Oh my God.
Which he does.
I remember that.
I went with him to go buy that.
McFarlane, that was ridiculous.
344. Which one's that one?
That's the.
That's that one. Yeah. But see, like, okay, so, I mean, if you grew up in that era, then that makes sense. But I'm talking about like when I was collecting, what's my favorite? Well, no, I guess altogether. Yeah, I guess altogether. I was gonna say like when you were small.
Am I able to share my screen?
I don't know.
Let me try it. It says present here. Let me see.
Yeah, should be able to.
Your screen. There it is. So this is kind of a underrated one, but this was one of the first ever that I picked up.
I have to. Okay, add stage. Oh yeah, I do remember that one.
Dude, I love this one because if you look closely, let me see if I can zoom in. I don't think I can. Oh yeah, there you go. If you zoom in, you can see so much detail in here. Like a cracked egg, a little rat running, a banana peel. Like there's just so much here to take in. And then I love that his face is in the shadows.
Very cartoony.
And then look at his hands. Like, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. I just love that one. And that's the run that I started reading as a kid. Yeah. But that's probably my favorite. But obviously, like T3 was saying, there's other classic, iconic covers out there that are probably go-tos as well. But since this one just means a little bit more to me, and I just love it. It's got that like sentimental thing to it too, you know.
You know which one I like too a lot because in the 90s, the Robin miniseries. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yes, the one with the little cards.
Okay, that too with the little hollow foil, the hologram in the corner.
Yes.
But I'm talking about the one where Robin's in the front and him and Batman are on a gargoyle and Robin's going like this with his cape and Batman's behind him.
Oh yeah. I know that one.
Yeah, those did you ever read Robin 3000?
No.
Okay. Those were futuristic Robins where you can change the covers. It came with like a slip and then it was like a lenticular window. Yeah, so when you put them in and out, it like moves and you can swap them. You can turn them around. It's a different. Do you remember those, Carlos? You know what issue I'm talking about for Robin 3000? I don't know how many people know about that. I just recently bought them a few years ago. I rebought the mini series. Let me see if I can pull up a photo. I don't even know how I shared a screen. How'd you share the screen?
So I don't know. Are you on your phone though?
No, I'm on my my laptop.
So you see down there where it says "Present" by Leap Studio on the left. Click that, and then I'll give you little options right there.
I'm trying to find the Robin 3000 though comic. 90s.
I'll show you guys another one too in a second after you.
Looks like no, you can go ahead.
So this one was one of my all-time favorites too, because when I remember going into a comic shop when I was a kid and seeing it on the wall. Right now it's like $1 comic, or actually they're selling it. Yeah, it's like $1. But this one, do you see it?
Oh yes, okay. That's the one. Those are the ones. Yeah,
I remember those.
Yeah. I have that entire run of books. You can find them in a plastic baggie, and they have the entire series in them.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah,
I think I
bought them individually, and I've bought in those bags because they're so cheap.
I can't even
show the full.
It's like it keeps getting bigger. That's what she
said. That was a good book though.
That's what she said.
Oh my god! Look at this. What the heck? How do I get it smaller?
I don't know.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. Look at that.
Beautiful. That's Joker.
That is Joker.
Oh, here it is. See, it says, I did. Great book. Robin 3000 book written by Brian Priest, I think, drawn by P. Craig Russell. Yeah, Robin 3000 was real. Again, I don't think a lot of people know about that book.
Did you find it?
I did, but I can't find the actual original book. Or maybe this is it, but I feel like it was I think this might be a paperback.
Here, let me
see here. Did you ever get into the 2099 books?
No, I didn't.
So yeah, go back to here. Then you said you hit share, right?
Share screen.
And then
it'll give you like your tabs.
I don't even know how to. Oh, here we go. Oh, here it is right here. Where did I go? I'm like out of this. Oh, there it is. That's it. How do I click on it though? It's like, do I have to go to the actual page?
Go to.
Let me see if I
click on click into it, it's gonna go to the
Amazon. Ah, dang it. Well, that's it. That was it.
Go to the eBay one, so we could just click on the picture in there.
Let me see.
It's right there. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's not it though. That's not the.
Oh.
These look like they're paperbacks. I don't know where the actual comic is, but this is it.
That's the cover you were talking about on the left, right? The left of that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think I was confusing though. I don't think this is the one that I was talking. I mean, that is a good book, but I don't think it's the one that I was saying has the covers that you can change. That was a Robin book though. Yeah. The 90s had so many fun books, like as far as getting holograms, the cards on the corners, the hologram cards in the corners. They also had chrome covers.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do those anymore. At least I don't think they do. Check out.
They're doing a lot of foil stuff now, like full on foil.
Which one's 242? I don't know what book he's talking about.
Check out number 242.
I'm not sure from what book. You can which book though is it? Well, I have a couple of them. Which 242? Oh, Batman 242. Batman 242. Oh yeah, that's the oh my god, why am I blinking on this guy's name? I think we just talked about him. Where'd it go? It's gone.
Is it the Neil Adams one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I mean, yeah, like we were saying, there's some iconic ones out there for sure. That's why it's hard to choose.
I know it's but and when I think of like the favorite comic book covers, I go automatically to the 90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is like the 90s.
Is it 375? I can't remember.
And your most expensive comic you own is the Hulk, right? First Wolverine appearance.
Yep, I would say so. I think.
So you have it at a 9.6?
No, mine's like a 3 something. It's not graded, but
what's it?
It's a lower grade.
What's it worth? Do you know? At that grade?
I haven't looked it up recently, but I could check right now.
A couple thousand, maybe.
Probably. Let's see. Hulk 181.
What was the one I found at the swap meet the other day? It was Hulk 180, right? The cameo appearance of Wolverine.
Yeah,
that was still a good grab.
Yeah, but it was a horrible condition comic, and the guy wanted a lot of money for it.
No,
it was like it was in such bad condition.
So there's one that's not graded here. It's not done. It's an auction. It's still got 7 days, but it's already at 23 bids, and it's at 1,400.
Wow.
Let me see sold listings.
I think my most expensive book's my Venom first appearance.
Nice.
So that Incredible Hulk at a 2.0, it sells for $260.
What? Really?
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to get it at that price, would you get it at that grade, or would you just save money to get a higher grade?
It depends how much the jump is to the next one.
It's a pretty big. It's a lot. The jumps are really high. Would you spend $1,000 on a book?
If I did the plan that you were mentioning earlier, where it's like you sell other books and then just kind of work your way towards it,
right?
That makes it easier. Yeah, I would. I would if it was like one that I really. But that's the thing. Like as awesome as it is to have keys like that, I don't know. I'm not also not like super eager to hunt them down. I usually go for the deal. Like whatever I see is available to me, I grab it, you know.
What's a Grail comic to you? One that realistically you'd be able to get.
I would love to get like the Silver Age first appearances of the Rogues Gallery because I don't have a lot of them. I have a Penguin.
There's a Poison Ivy one at the antique shop for how much, Carlos? 500, 400? It said on there, 300, and it was
350,
and it looked really good condition, and it had the poster inside, and I think it was underpriced, right?
Yeah. So stuff like that. I would love to get the first appearance of Batgirl as well. I don't have that.
That's probably an expensive book, no?
Yeah, but it's still like within reach, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like out of this world, like expensive.
Do you have Bane's first appearance?
Which one's Bane's first appearance?
It's Vengeance of Bane, I think is what it's called.
Let me see. I think I do. Hold on. I see the picture. I have a lot of those that run, so I should have it. Vengeance of Bane. Yeah. I do have that.
And there's the second run they did, which is the Redemption of Bane. I think it's what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, those are also like reasonably priced for a first appearance.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bane's book never jumped, and like Carnage's book went down in price since the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an under $100 book.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for such a cool villain too.
And that's a cool book too.
Yeah, I have a really clean graded one, and I got
mine's not graded, but
I got it. I think I paid $60 for it.
That's a good price.
Like in 2021, I think, because I had it. I remember buying his first appearance in the comic store, and I obviously don't have my collection anymore. But when I rebought it, I bought such a clean grade.
Yeah, I had two at one point, but I sold one and I kept the other. And I got them at pretty reasonable prices too. Well, one of them came in a mystery box, and then the other one I found at a toy shop. And it's always cool to find those kinds of keys at like places that aren't comic shops, because comic shops know what they're doing. So with like toy shops and or like record shops and stuff, like sometimes you could score some great books at those places for cheaper.
Yeah, definitely. You could even antique or swap meets. You can find some stuff. Too. I found a What If book 1 at Book Off for $1. I don't think it's like an expensive book, but still to find a What If book 1 is pretty cool.
What's a score? Yeah. No.
I think Carlos's Grail is The Crow.
That'd be amazing. I would love that book too.
Yeah, I read the paperback, so it's like I would love to have that too.
Yeah.
I was actually on Facebook Marketplace, and there's 2 separate guys selling issue 1, 2, and 3 for $30 for each book, and I'm like, there's got to be something wrong.
What?
Well, they can't be first printings. There's just no way. Because
unless he just doesn't know.
Maybe, but I messaged him and he never messaged back. It's been like a week, and I'm like,
somebody would have jumped on that already.
Yeah, and they're still up, and I'm like, $30 a piece. There's no way. Those books are like sell for way higher than that.
That's crazy.
I would love to get the Turtles first book.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's. I don't even know what that goes for, but I would love to get their first book.
Last time I checked, which was actually a couple years back, it was really expensive.
Like in the 20s?
It was getting close to the 20s. But that was during the boom though, so it might be cheaper now.
Yeah, during the pandemic, everything for no reason went up in price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the highest you would ever pay for a book?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on how much I want the book. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. I think the most I ever spent on a comic book was when I bought my Venom 9.8. That was the most I ever spent. and it wasn't even a lot of money. I think I spent $200 or $230 for it.
Yeah, I'm in that range too. I don't think I've spent more than $150.
Yeah. And that Venom book, I think at that grade is well over $1,000. But my second, I would probably say my Gambit 9.8 I got, and I think I paid $150 for that, or if not, it was $100. It was one of those two prices. Let's see what Carlos is showing here. What's it at?
Guess. I'm gonna have you guys guess.
Oh, 245,000.
Well, yeah, because it says right there.
What? Holy crap!
That was in 2021.
I'll never be able to get that.
Oh, it's a 998 too.
But it was also during the COVID era too.
So it's probably like 100,000. I did not know that book is that high.
That's crazy. I'll settle for a reprint.
Jeez, that's pretty, dude. That's nuts. 245 is insane. Wow.
Perry Comics.
How much was that Crow comic we saw at I showed you at the Comic-Con Revolution, Carlos? Do you remember? Was it 1,000?
I want to say it was probably 1,000 or over.
I got scammed on a Batman 181. Ooh.
Batman 181. Which one's that?
Let me look.
Check. I'm so rusty with my numbers lately.
Oh, the
Poison Ivy.
How'd you get scammed? Was it a reprint or? You know which one I'm kicking myself for, and the book jumped up in price was my Batman 423. I got it from Fact Collectibles I paid $15 or $20 on a first print. This was maybe 10 years ago, and a comic got ruined, and that book is over. It's over 100 now for like a raw one, I think.
Shoot, yeah, it's always cool when you paid way less and then it spikes. That's the best feeling in the world.
You'll have it, and unless you sold it, then you're pissed, or unless you ruined it.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about my Batman animated series issue. I can't remember what it is, with Harley Quinn's first appearance.
Yes, that's a good one.
I had that, and then I moved, and I got ripped.
Oh, you told me about this. It hurts my soul.
Wow.
Yeah, sucks.
So he got an original. He was told it was an original CGC, and it was a reprint. Luckily, eBay protected him.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's always good to do some research too, because there are little tells where you know that it's a reprint. You just gotta look for them.
Damn.
But man, I would love that book though, the Poison Ivy one.
Yeah, I was tempted. I was actually tempted when I was looking back at my video and showing Carlos like snapshots of it. I was like, I'm actually kind of tempted to get it. I saw one at the swap meet I was at last week, but the guy had it at such a bad grade. It was loose, but it was just bad. It was in bad condition and way overpriced than the one I saw.
Damn.
One of the few benefits of eBay shopping. I've gotten some pretty good stuff on Whatnot. I've gotten lucky. Nothing like crazy, but I've gotten lucky on some good books. Like me and Carlos were on one guy's stream where we were selling a bunch of McFarlane stuff for under like $5, dude. That was nuts.
It's funny because we were bidding on the same book, and then I snaked it from underneath him.
Yeah.
And then that guy stopped the stream because nothing was selling for over $5 like that. They got mad.
Well, because what he was doing was he wasn't letting it start from 15 seconds. He was doing it at 5. And he did
yeah.
So you know how sometimes you can do the settings to where when somebody else bids, the clock goes back up.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't allowing that. He just let it go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So
he
I would
did
hit
sudden death. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was getting so many books.
Hell yeah.
I was
See,
getting
it's
so
it's
many
definitely
books.
more of a buyer's platform, I would say.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was like, I've been buying a lot of vintage T-shirts online on
Oh yeah,
whatnot.
I've been filling out my like Blu-ray stuff because that's kind of the era that I like stopped buying because I had a lot of DVDs and then I started dabbling in 4K, but Blu-rays I had some, but definitely not a ton. So like I buy Blu-rays for cheap on there.
You know, if you go to the swap meet, you can get Blu-rays for $1.
That's really good.
Yeah,
I
I've
gotta
shown
find a
you
good
Carlos.
know,
swap meet out here.
I've
there's
shown
some good
Carlos
swap
some
meets.
of the finds.
Yeah, all the time, and
That's
I'm like,
cool.
God dang it, man!
Yeah,
I don't
like
have swap meets like that.
sealed freaking Blu-rays for $1 or $2. Even Book Off down here, even in San Diego, you can find they have $1 to $2 section for Blu-rays.
That's really good. Yeah, out here I tried going to one swap meet. They didn't even have like physical media like that at all.
Interesting.
Yeah. Guess it depends on your area. I gotta try more in San Jose because I hear that's where it's at.
It is. I hear it all the time.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I'll go check it out and then I'll let you know.
Please do, because then I'll be like jealous.
You guys ready to call it? Damn, it's boring outside.
Yeah, I gotta
Sure.
go. I have to get up soon.
I know. I
Oh,
was gonna say
I
it.
forgot about that, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
We've been going later though on the stream.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
Oh, I
definitely.
agree.
It's easy to do this. Like if you have good conversations, it's easy to do this all night.
It
Oh,
goes
yeah.
by so quick. The heck?
I know. All right. Well, thank you for joining us
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's always
for
a
the
good
second
time.
time. Oh wait,
For
hold
sure.
on. Muggsy said if I came across a VHS of Scarface, it would be a 2 VHS. I don't think so. I remember owning it though when I was younger, but I have not come across it. Is it rare?
I don't know.
No, I have
I
one.
think so. Yeah, I've seen
It's
them.
not rare. You can
Oh,
find
cool.
one.
That's cool that this guy just randomly stumbled upon our stream.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Scott.
Yeah. Next time when we get JoJo on here, she'll do some ASMR.
Before we go,
right now before we leave.
Yeah, God.
Before we go, you should plug your whatnot. So
oh yeah, go ahead.
Find you on,
Oh
where do
shoot.
people find you?
It's my same name, Flix and Comics, as you see right here at Flix and Comics. And yeah, I'm also at Flix and Comics on Instagram. So follow me. And I have my YouTube channel, which we talk Flix and Comics. You guessed it.
There it is.
All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll do this again next week. Hopefully I can do it in the toy room. I had so much fun finally doing it in the toy room last time. So, all right, I'm going to end the stream, guys.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Bye.